Hi, I'm Brandon. I love best of episodes.
And I'm Dan. And Brand, you convinced me. I also love best of episodes. And this is the Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yes.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
boy. Back again.
If you're listening to this and you turn it on and you didn't listen to best of one from last
Stop
week.
what you're doing.
Stop.
What you're doing. You're going to miss a lot of quality content. You need to go back, and it's content you may have already heard, but that's not the point.
Yeah, no.
It's new to us. It's new to you.
It's not new to anybody.
It's new to all
Could
of
be
us.
new to some.
You go back. It's a different format. You go back and you listen to that, and then you hop right on this one.
That's exactly right. Another year in the books, Dan.
I love
Another
it.
year at Deck the Hallmark.
Yeah. You
Getting ready to
believe it?
head into our 8th season.
That's crazy.
And we're just thrilled that we get to do this, and thrilled
Yeah.
to celebrate the end of another year by looking back over the past 12 months and checking out some moments that double deckers think are funny.
And we couldn't have done it without Sheila
No.
Calloway. We couldn't have done it without all of the organization of the Double Deckers to keep this train rolling.
There are people that have said, here's where funny moments happened. There are people that clip those funny moments, and there's Sheila who's organized the whole thing, just above and beyond those double deckers, and we couldn't have done it without him. We are picking back up, Dan, in August of 2024. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here is the August preview show, August 1st, 2024. You did one cake.
One cake.
My God. Things are getting wild. You're going out of the. I think last
dog solving crime.
I think last month you went 0
On all of them but one.
on all of them.
Yeah.
So you're just going
Except for
crazy.
Science Delivered, yes.
You're going nuts right now.
It's a dog solving
So
crime. What do you
chantilly
want from me?
lace cake? It's nuts.
What'd you say?
Chantilly cake? Those are nuts, right? Those are almond cakes.
What are you
Slow down.
talking about?
You said you're nuts.
What are you saying?
Chantilly cake or chantilly? I think it's called a chantilly
we
cake.
explain all of Brian's jokes in the show notes. Don't worry.
The cake
If this is your
stirs.
first episode,
The cake stirs will know.
this is your first
Chantilly
episode,
cake.
Yeah.
and you're like, I could get on board with all this aside.
Except-
Brian's jokes, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They're in the comments.
Just a
Tax
baking.
evasion
Just
is
a-
what it is.
I will say it is summarized by AI, so it's not always accurate.
You're right.
It's
That's
pretty
true.
close.
That's true.
Pretty close.
Sometimes even AI doesn't get
Yeah,
the joke.
Chantilly.
Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, August 2nd, 2024.
But it's time for Star of the Week. You can send in which star you would like to recognize, and we will let everybody know a little bit about that star. Dan, what star do we have this week?
Shelby Schechter? There's a note here because I would have said Schechter, but it says it says in parentheses it's SH capital K dash ECK dash TER Shelby Schechter.
Schechter.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Shelby is there. Camera
Yes,
two.
I am. Hello, everybody.
Shelby, how you doing?
I'm honored to be the first star of the week.
Yeah, and I don't even know who nominated you. Do you know?
I nominated myself.
You
I wanted to
nominated
get the ball
yourself.
rolling.
Shelby Schechter,
Yes.
Star of the Week this week. Okay,
Yeah,
And
I gotta be honest.
you're gonna make it seem like whoever is Star of the Week does get to call into the show.
I'm not making promises. No,
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay. So what's the story of the last name? Schechter?
Oh, we don't need to get into that. That's not important.
Okay.
What is important is how good gluten-free bread's gotten.
No, it hasn't. Don't
It's
give me.
gotten
Don't
good.
give me Angry
No,
Dave's.
no, it's gotten
And
good.
what is it? Ezekiel bread.
It's gotten
I would
good.
No,
It's
no.
gotten good.
Shelby, I don't have time for this. That bread's trash. It's not bread. It's disgusting.
The bread is my star of the week. That's
No.
why I nominated myself so I could talk about it. It's gotten good.
Shelby Schechter, everybody.
Thanks, Shelb.
Do you have a star number? Like, do you have a certified star or no?
No, the bread, though, certified
bread is a certified
999643.
Shelby Schechter, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Shelbs.
Glad this bit is back.
8-Bit Christmas, August 5th, 2024. If you could replace Dan and I with supermodels for the week, pick two. Who would it be? Because I don't want to replace you. You're the bread and butter here.
That's right.
Dan and I are interchangeable. Who cares?
I would go old school. I'd want like Lauren Hutton and Marisa Berenson.
I don't
think
know either of
they
those
would,
people.
They would be great for the show.
As long as I'm Lauren Hutton, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
You're more of a Berenson anyway. Yeah.
Read a book.
Berenson Bears.
Read a book, see a model. Yes, Max ran so Hallmark Plus can run. Wait.
If you say so.
Dadgummit! This is Polka all over again, which the people listening aren't going to get it because it was pre-show, but I done goofed. I couldn't think of a single dance.
Not a one.
8-Bit Christmas. HBO
Max danced so that Hallmark Plus could cha-cha.
Could polka.
In Timmy's house, they take great liberty with the length of the controller cords. As someone that played Nintendo, you had no choice but to get retinal burn. You didn't get to sit back on your couch and roll into some Punch Out. Like, you were there, man. Like, you were there.
Squatting in front of the screen.
These cords are like the 100-foot HDMI ones we got in the storage room in here. Like, it's like, I get it. You had to film a movie, but for a movie that's very intent on being, do you remember the Nintendo? That was a big one for me. I was like,
having Timmy not like make out with the TV screen was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Junebug, August 6th, 2024.
It is Lil Juniper's birthday. Her parents called her Junebug. Lil Junebug.
I will say that is a very Southern thing, and no one in this movie is Southern at all.
Hey, Lil Junebug.
Hey, Junebug.
Hey,
Hey, you Junebug. Juniper, get over here, Juniper.
Come on.
It's dinner time, Juniper.
Come on.
Junebug.
They give her a box.
You hear me, Junebug?
Does she hear you or not? Can you guys just go tap her on the
Hey, you
shoulder?
okay?
Just go
Hey,
check
Has
on her.
anybody seen Junebug?
hey, Junebug.
Juniper!
Walk in the room and get her.
Juniper!
Just go get her.
I've lost Junebug!
Stop yelling. Go get her.
Junebug.
Just go tap her on the shoulder.
Juniper!
Throw something at her.
Her parents bring over some of her old
Sure.
stuff, including the June box. Hey, Junebug.
Junebug!
Hey,
Junebug!
you want this box back?
Juniper Lee! You answer me, Juniper Lee!
That night,
I'm gonna get the switch!
Yeah, when are you gonna start talking about whooping and whatnot?
you don't get yourself a whooping.
You grab you a switch, you come in late after streetlights come out, Juniper Lee.
She's gonna go to bed without supper?
Day. Yeah.
That Jazz Ramsey, a K9 mystery, August 7th, 2024. Jazz Ramsey is busy. Who's this? Zeus. Hey,
Zeus.
Zeus, how are you? What'd you get, Dan? What'd you get, Dan, for his birthday?
A big bang.
A big meat bag?
No,
What'd you say?
say?
A big kiss?
You don't care?
No,
He doesn't care.
A big cake.
A big cake.
A big cake?
Oh, yeah.
Canine. A cake, huh?
Cake.
cake nine.
Nom, nom,
I love you, buddy.
Love you.
Who's a good boy?
It's the bundle game live from Bramblefest, August 8th, 2024.
Oh, Sam, is that okay?
Oh, Sam says thumbs
Oh,
down.
Sam.
We're going to
Sam,
get feedback.
I'm gonna get
We're
feedback.
going to get feedback.
What do I need? Oh, Sam. Sam, what?
Sam's doing bits.
Sam's doing bits. One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Wow. Wow.
Sam, there is a Colts fee and a blood oath, but we'll talk about that later.
Show the audience how to have an effective and steamy kiss in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Do you guys want to give it a go? All right, so you can pitch it for team 2. Cece and Matt, do you want to show? Is this too much? Is this uncomfortable? I don't know if you guys heard that. Cece said this is not enough. Here we go. Can we get some sexy music on? Is anyone back there? Yeah! Oh, yeah. That's right. Matt's stretching. Oh, my gosh. Here we are.
Wow.
Woo!
Best Bramblefest.
It's good.
Oh, you guys, that was I would say that was steamier than any Hallmark movie I've seen. Thank you so much for that,
And the
you guys.
Decky Award
The
for
De-
kissing big ones goes to
Yes!
Maddie Ice and Cece.
All right, so here we go, team.
Yeah.
I'm going to direct you in. I'm gonna yell action. So let's have quiet on set. Okay, here we go.
Imagine.
Rolling, speeding. No, baby, you didn't get your action yet. You didn't get your.
I'm trying to set the scene.
Background.
We calling each other baby now? Is that what we're doing? All right.
Can we cue the snow?
It's just a thing we do now.
Sure is, babe. Here we go. Imagine all of us around a fireplace, if you could.
I love it.
Yeah, that Christmas. Now, whenever you're ready,
I'm
sweetheart.
All right, speed, sound.
Thank you.
And action.
Guys, I think this was the best Christmas ever.
Merry Christmas.
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 Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Sing.
But also Merry Christmas.
Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, August 9th, 2024. Luke and R2 are able to flee in his own ship, and Luke decides that he's not going to join the rest of the gang. He's going to head to that swamp, drain the swamp. Han and the gang are
you anti-Yoda?
I'm anti-Yoda. Drain
Bye,
it.
Yoda.
Listen,
Yeah,
he's
Yoda.
been in office forever.
So long, 650
It's
years.
too long.
Let somebody else train the
Drain
Jedi.
the
Drain
swamp. It's literally
Episode 5.
Too
It's
old he is.
too old. It's literally Yoda and a ghost. Those guys are too old.
Too old.
The rent's too high.
While you were sleeping with my girl Sandy, August 12th, 2024. Unfair.
I will say maybe a lot of people did, but how many of them printed out
Oh my
pictures
God,
of
this is
them
ridiculous.
in the library of their Christian school? How many of them?
ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know that number. I know of at least one.
We've not told that story on Deck the Hallway.
is that
before.
true?
That's true.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
But now
Well-
it's for everybody. So cool.
Hello, world.
Awesome.
Dan, do you want to just go ahead and tell the story?
When I was in
since-
8th grade, a
Yeah.
buddy of mine and I, Ryan Cook, if you're listening,
Oh,
Ryan.
he called them out.
Shout
By
out
name.
Ryan Cook. We decided to print out a picture, above board picture. I literally don't know even if there are salacious pictures of Sandy
Sure
B
you
out
don't.
there.
Sure you
above
don't.
board picture in 1998 ish of Sandra Bullock for our lockers. And as it was printing in the library, one of the pastors of the church came over, and instead of us having a picture of Sandra Bullock, we instead got a full talking to about adolescence. So
Oh, boy.
there we go. Yeah.
Look, 98, that's like circa, what, Forces of Nature? I mean, for
Yeah.
peak Bullock. some might
Yeah.
say.
It's the 98 Sandy B movie's not like, we're talking like Hope Floats-ish, Forces of Nature.
2 If by Sea.
28 days later, or 28 days. Is
The
it
biggest
yeah,
crime
yeah,
is
like-
in 98, that printing took at least 20 minutes to finally actually come out of the printer. So what a waste.
It was
What a
yeah,
waste.
Yeah.
It was dot matrix.
It was a whole, yeah. But here we are in 95, a much,
right.
a much better vintage, per se, of, you had the net, speed, and while you were sleeping. That establishes the legend that is,
Oh, for sure.
Sandy B, right?
And
the breakout year.
yeah.
apparently, while Alonzo was sleeping, this movie came out because he had never seen it before.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Just really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, have you been sitting that all week?
I
or-
sat on it for a whole week. I wrote it down. No, I actually came up with that right now. I'm pretty proud of it. Pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
Despite this, he can't help but be drawn to her. For whatever reason. Maybe it's her sincerity. Maybe it's her charm. Maybe it's because she looks like someone that you just want to print out a picture of and put it in your locker. Whatever the case.
Like it's crazy that they thought Peter Gallagher and Bill Pullman as brothers. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
it's
it's-
it is a genetic jambalaya that I can't begin to.
I saw
unpack.
Genetic
them
Jambalaya. Oh my
amazing.
God! Acoustic.
You
sets.
never knew what
They
style
brought
they
in
were
the
going to play
orchestra,
next.
and then they said, "Get out of here."
Get out of here. We're going ska.
That's right. Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's it.
Where a family encourages Jack and Lucy to kiss because they're under the mistletoe. Mind you, she is engaged to Peter, who's in
Who's
a
in a
coma.
coma. That's
right.
And they're like, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. No, you don't. Whoa, you guys are weird. A weird family that is.
That's right.
For you to be like, kiss your brother's fiance. It'll be awesome. It won't be awesome. It's weird. It's great for the movie.
Yeah.
Great. Got to see them
And
kiss.
then the young, is it the young daughter?
Yeah, the young guy's like,
she's-
well, yes.
Oh, look, mistletoe. Like, come on.
Right. Start there. See, listen, it's crazy. My Dreams of You, August 13th, 2024. So her notebook, maybe I'm just overthinking it. On the outside of it, it says writing ideas. And then in parentheses, hopefully. And then he sees it and he's like, writing ideas, hopefully. I like that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Writing ideas, hopefully. Doesn't the word ideas like imply hopefully? Like
Yes.
what is
Yeah.
writing ideas? Hopefully. I don't know why it tripped me up. I literally thought more about writing ideas, hopefully. Like maybe there's something that I'm not understanding. It's too layered for me. It's too layered. It's
Yeah.
one too many layers. But he saw it and he got a good chuckle out of it. And that was the straw for me. I was like, there's something I'm missing. And I don't know if there is. I don't
think
know.
it's her insecurities they're
Writing
trying to get across.
ideas.
She's like,
Hopefully. Are they hopefully ideas?
yeah, I think that's what it is.
They're
She hopes
hopefully
that they're
ideas.
good ideas. Hopefully,
That's
doesn't
not
say
what it
good.
doesn't
I know
say
it doesn't
good.
say good.
It says writing
but you can have like
ideas.
and
Hopefully.
a thing that's maybe it's an idea for a story or whatever, and
Hopefully.
maybe it's just trash.
Okay,
it's
that's
not going
helpful.
anywhere.
You're a writer. So thank you for giving me that
get it.
insight. I really appreciate it.
Deck the Lifetime Uncorked, Ms. Cleo, Lifetime. Didn't need to say that. August 14th, 2024.
Hearing that
Building towards.
hearing that backstory of corporate greed screwing someone over, it's a
Yeah.
very interesting kind of parallel that she gets to
you.
play Miss Cleo. I think that's an interesting.
Wow, you've been hanging out with Alonzo.
Yeah, what in the world, Brain? Are you okay?
That-
Did you get enough
that
sleep last night?
That was very
Or
eloquent.
did
just
not. I,
philosophical?
in fact, did not.
I'm sorry, eloquent.
Eloquent.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
I got to keep it. I got to bring it back down.
Too many
it was
eloquence in
eloquent.
the room. You know what I mean?
Also, Hustlers Take All, August 15th, 2024. The movie kicks off in the middle.
Brand.
Yes,
Hey,
Rippy?
Brand. Yeah, it's Rippy.
What's
Who else
up?
would it be with my straw hat and corncob pipe?
In my defense, I didn't see you.
Anybody-
I got
I
a
didn't
whole
see
plate
you.
of ribs over here.
You're-
How
that
can you
didn't
miss
give
me?
it away.
You're
You
in the
can't see
adjacent
me.
booth.
You can't see me because you're not looking for me.
Oh, boy.
I
You're a
Oh,
jackwagon.
Okay.
No.
You're a jackwagon.
Oh, no, not again.
You're a no-looking jackwagon.
why would I be looking in the
I've been
adjacent
here
booth?
the whole time.
You have not.
Been here the whole
just
time.
sort of blend into the scenery now.
Hey, Brad.
Yes, your hat looks great.
Thank you for noticing, you no-looking jackwagon.
Okay, well, you can't. What do you need?
Well, you remember you covered a little movie called Finding Santa? You remember that?
Yeah, I
Last
do.
month
Yes.
with America's Sweetheart, Jodie Sweet.
Oh, no,
He's right
yeah.
about that.
You know what year that movie was in?
2017?
Yeah. Do you know who owns that year?
You do?
I sure do.
Why are you?
Did you call me? You no-looking jackwagon.
We've never
Jackwagon.
called you.
Did you call?
always-
You call me every time.
I've never called
leave
you.
me a message. It usually ends with you spitting in the phone.
No,
saw
I've
so many
never
phones
called
down
You
you.
there.
do. For
I've
somebody
never
that,
called
for somebody
you.
that spit on me on the way in this morning, it's weird you didn't see me with my hat
What
and
a
pot.
jackrabbit. Or what?
Jackwagon.
Jack Wagon.
You jackwagon.
I can't hear him.
I'm
Brian,
sorry
Brian,
that I.
Brian,
Rippy,
did you cover Finding Santa?
we covered it.
Whose year was that?
It was
You say
2017.
it.
We've already talked
Say
about it.
it.
2017. Yes, it's
Whose
your
year
year.
is it?
Jackrabbit.
It's your year.
I'm calling dibs and eating ribs. That's my whole
That's a
thing.
hashtag.
I understand. I've never
What are you
called
going to
you.
do to
before.
make it up for me?
Do you want Hustlers Take All?
No, I want you to float me a nap.
All right. Do we have
This
any
is
over
gonna
there,
get-
Aaron?
This is going to
Have a
get
nap?
embarrassing for him.
Do you have
don't
any
have a
naps?
nap.
We don't have any
Jackwagon.
Of
naps.
course you don't have a nap.
We have a lot of naps.
because you're a no-looking jackwagon.
We have a lot of naps.
Don't you help him out, Aaron Shea.
Hey, listen! Don't
No.
talk to her.
No.
You're not. You're a
Aaron-
guest here.
Aaron Shea's also a national treasure. It's you that's the problem, you no-looking jackwagon. If you wanted to, you could throw me a nap.
Okay.
Those naps came by proxy.
Proxy
Those
nap.
are some proxy naps.
Do you want the nap?
Those aren't any nap. Those are proxy naps.
Do you want the nap or not?
I want you to be better at your job.
Do you want the nap or not?
Join the team.
How many other people do you know with the bolo tie and this hat and a corncob pipe?
None.
Ribs.
How did you miss me?
What a jagwagon.
I almost corrected you to
2017. Finding Santa aired on 2017.
We're talking Hustlers Take All. Why are you here today?
Just to remind you.
Does he have
Okay.
I wonder if he has a guess for the calendar.
Oh, Rippy, do you have a guess for when Hallmark's going to put out their schedules?
September, folk me a nap.
That's not a date.
not even-
Is that 4th?
I'm out here.
Yeah, please.
I'm
You're not going to give a date?
You awful.
Yep, no looking.
I've never called
Jack.
you, and I do want it on the wagon. Like the
Jack.
wagon.
Get on the wagon.
I want it on the wagon. I never have called you. The movie kicks off
Man,
with.
didn't see that coming.
He's fired up.
He was.
He was.
He
Have
wasn't
you
here the
guys
whole
called
time.
him?
No, the whole. But he was here the whole time, Bran. I just thought you'd already talked.
No,
to
he's
him.
he's over there in the booth. There's glass separating. There's a weird
You
glare.
can see through glass.
There is a
right?
No, there's a
glare,
weird
yeah.
glare.
I don't know.
Weird glare.
It's a
Hard
weird
to miss
glare.
him.
All I'm saying is, have any of you
Bolo
ever
tie, straw hat, corn cob
have
pipe.
any
That's
of
a
you
combo.
ever
Pile of
called
ribs.
him to tell him the date?
No, he says you call him.
You know
That's what
I
he
don't.
says. I don't know. I don't know what you do in your spare time.
You literally
over there,
do.
Warren.
You know.
You think
You
the music's
know.
gonna loop here or not?
Huh?
You think the music's gonna loop here?
All I'm saying, I got 5 minutes left. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. The like what do people expect to happen when they owe money? I'm kind of like over this thing like
Let's go live to Dave Ramsey's associate Brian Harold
what do you
as he talks through why debt's a bad thing.
when you owe
So how
somebody
much do you
money
owe?
and they've warned you
How old are you?
they're going to hurt you if you don't pay them and
What's
you
the
don't
interest rate on that?
pay them. Like what do you think is going to happen?
Are you on the side of the leg breaker and the
just-
Finger cutter?
I'm not on the
You're
side of the
basically like,
whiner.
well, they said they were going to do it. You should have paid them.
You should have
People
paid 'em.
sometimes don't have money, Brian.
Then you shouldn't gamble or borrow the money.
Sometimes people get desperate because life isn't
Right.
fair.
And then they have to pay the consequence.
No.
You have to get your finger
Brian.
cut off.
Brian, that's not.
If you're gambling and this guy says, I'm going to cut your finger
Brian
off.
is coming down on the side
If
of
you don't pay me,
of the mob here.
I'm going to break your bones. And you say, deal, give me the money. And then you don't pay back. You shouldn't like whine when they come to break your bones. You got to deal with the broken bone.
I don't know. This is something I'm trying to teach my 8-year-old, but I guess I can teach the 42-year-old as well. You're responsible for your actions
Yeah.
regardless of how you're treated. You can't take someone's finger even if they don't pay you back. That's a crime.
Sure, no. I agree that is definitely a crime. But also, you can't be whining as much about any consequence. They could come and yell at you, and
What's
there's
the
still
whining?
it's still
It's a
there's a
predatory
there's a
loan.
consequence.
This is absurd.
There's a consequence.
There's no consequences on predatory loans. You shouldn't be giving them to begin with.
No, you shouldn't.
So they should have the consequences, maybe not getting their money back.
But it was they had the
ridiculous.
money
This
to
is
begin with.
Brian
Anyway,
on the
it's
side
just
of Big Mafia
all this
over here.
whining about don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I also all right. So I
It's time for all the feels. We're talking about what in this movie gave us those feels. Brian.
it's 2 times that's happened. Is that twice in 2 weeks? I believe.
Twice.
We are on a roll.
Twice in 2
Rippy, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I don't feel seen.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a no-looking jackwagon.
Yeah, he sure. Though there are worse people to be thought of than Ryan. I mean,
It's
okay.
like I'm spreading the wealth. I've done it to him.
You sure have.
Yeah,
you,
you're
you
right.
called him
Yeah, he
Patrick too.
does.
I think.
Yes.
But I have sleeves on, so
That's true.
it's weird.
Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, August 16th, 2024.
I haven't thought about putting our show on physical media, but you make a good point.
Yeah.
Because one day
Yeah.
something could happen, Lord willing, and people might.
Something could happen,
Lord
Lord
willing?
willing. You're hoping something happens?
Hold on. What is it that people say?
Dude, I got to be honest.
God forbid.
There's more.
God
We got
forbid.
these new life insurance policies, and you are just giving just free
God.
evidence that they shouldn't be awarded.
God forbid.
God forbid, Lord willing.
God forbid, Lord willing.
God forbid, Lord willing.
Lord willing, something happens to us.
God forbid something happens to us. People, we'd have to. People will not be able to see that.
You think there should be a 1,300 episode box set of Deck the Hallmark?
Yes.
If you donate $49.99
That's
right now,
That's right.
when you watch these 3 weeks in a row, there's a lot that's missing for me. I don't totally get Vader and Palpatine together in terms of like
Palpatine.
Scott's gonna be
Excuse
so
me.
mad.
I'm so glad it's not just me for
Pinky's
once.
out, Emperor Palpatine.
Shout out to my good friend Bubba Fett.
Bubba Fett and Palpatine. Is this an Italian dish?
I
think his first name was Charles, but we call him Chuck. Chuck Palpatine. Nice to meet you. Chuck A. Get here, Chuck.
right.
Chuck Palpatine.
Hey, Chuck! Vader's going rogue.
Better get your electric fingers ready, Chuck. It's going to get out of hand.
Stingers. Get them stingers.
Brad, at one point during the synopsis, did you say that he's going to electrify his
I said it. I said that. Yeah, I did. Don't try to turn this around on me. All right? Don't try to do this. Listen, I make mistakes and I own up to them. I don't try to turn around anyone else, Ryan.
I'm sorry for pronouncing the suffix of Palpatine's first name wrong. Listen, Empire.
I found this movie to be quite grand. The one thing that I would say I wish was bigger, that could have maybe added to maybe the lack of grandeur that you are describing, is maybe
now, Grandor is one of the moons of Endor. Yeah. It's right around. There's Endor,
it is
Grandor, Andor,
and
Fandor,
outdoor,
Mandor.
Yeah.
It's nearby.
That's right.
Grandor down the road. I think you're looking for grandeur. Grandeur.
I was.
The Emperor Strikes Back with Galactic Grandor.
Yeah, I was. I think what I would have loved to see is a
Grandor
real.
is actually Chuck Palpatine's dog.
Yeah,
that's what he named him.
Grandor on Disney Plus. That show rules.
That show does rule. Can't wait for that decom. It's gonna be great. Just wait till you see
Grandor
it.
season 2, man. I can't wait.
Oh, man.
Believe. That's the name of the movie. August 19th, 2024.
Bran hates
It's a movie.
I don't like
Bran
it. I
hates a movie.
don't like it.
I have no feel, so I'm going to defer this portion of the program to my husband, Dave White, who has something he would like to share.
Dave White, ladies and gentlemen.
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Oh,
mainly just this transition.
Philo.tv
Just
/ DTH.
the slow rolling. Oh, he brought the Bible.
Here we go. He's got a Bible.
I'm going to do a little Bible preaching for y'all right now.
I love it.
Go to now, ye rich men. By the way, this is the King James version.
Yep, I can tell with the he. Yeah,
the only version of the Bible.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of liberal sissy new translations y'all are looking at these days, but KJV.
What about the NKJV?
The
Will that
new,
pass
yeah.
or no?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and have been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. That's the book of James.
Yeah, it
verses
is.
Chapter 5, verses 1 through 5.
I've
Or
never
1
cried
through-
on this
1 through-
podcast, but I'm
1
real
through
close
6.
right now.
This is the blessing of me to this podcast. I said good day.
Yeah, good. For Dave White, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Dave White.
Those are my feels.
So, a Costa Rican wedding, August 20th, 2024.
Like I was going to say, quote my favorite Yelp review and say, the fish was delightful. Yeah.
Oh!
So
Oh, Jabot, that's good. That's good.
Thanks, man.
so
That's good
stupid.
stuff.
Thanks, man.
Because of her name.
Yeah,
'Cause of her
that's
name, right.
right.
You get
That's
it.
exactly right. So-
Hi, I'm Drew. I love to take pictures. Wink, wink. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's it.
If you got anybody that you really hate, you want
Sure,
some
gets good.
shots of,
Yeah.
you know who to call, because I could take some real good pictures of that person that you won't want to see anymore.
right.
They'll be sleeping with the fishes. I mean, swimming with the fishes. After you call me for your photo shoot.
Call
That's right.
881-70-34-9
That's what I called.
for a real good time.
That's right.
Love on the Sidelines, August 21st, 2024.
I am honored to be here for this football episode. I think I've mentioned it before, but I do like to brag about my hometown. We have the winningest football team in the state, Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes.
The what did you say?
So there's a sign that calls us the winningest.
Right, but let me try to
football
get that,
team.
that
the
school.
Mount Caramel
Mount Caramelly Red Tornadoes?
Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes.
The Mount Carmel. There was an extra syllable in there somewhere. That
What
I
makes
thought
the
you would say.
tornadoes
I think
red?
I said, you know what I did? Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes.
Yeah, area.
Area.
Okay, I feel better now. I feel
Why
better.
is it area? Did you mean to say aerial? Area?
So the actual name of the school is Mount Carmel Area. So Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes.
It's the name.
It's just the
name
in
is
or
Mount
around
Caramel
Caramel.
Area
You know-
High School.
You know what's so funny?
You've never
I've
thought about
never
it?
thought about it, but now that I'm saying it, you guys are totally right. That is weird.
It's
Mount
just that-
Carmel area is just Mount Carmel. There's no
Right.
other.
Yeah.
That's what the name implies what the area is. That's typically how it works.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, but how about those red tornadoes? What makes the tornadoes red? Is it like a lot of clay? Does it pick up clay? Like
Is
what's
it like
kind
a
of the deal?
mining thing? A lot of just a mining town red?
No, we really should be the miners. No, but that's Shikellamy. These are all
Shikellamy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Shikellamy.
Shikellamy area.
Yeah, the Shikellamy Area High School is a different animal altogether, for sure.
Completely.
Winningest high school football program in the country?
In the state of
In the state
Oh.
of Pennsylvania. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
well,
that
that
like-
makes more sense because
is
the
that
South
true?
had nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Is it true or is it just something they say?
Well, did I sing in the state championship?
I don't know.
I did.
you?
You guys, I did.
Did you sing? Did you say sing?
Okay.
The national anthem.
Oh.
I performed.
You sang you did it by yourself?
No, it was four of us. It
Quartet.
was a quartet.
Wow. What did you call yourselves?
Oh no, it was like the four people who volunteered.
The four people who volunteered area quartet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a real
wait.
ring to it.
It
I don't
does, yeah.
understand. What do you mean of four people? Did
Time
they
out.
volunteer
There's a state
just?
championship game. They're like, we need 4 people to volunteer.
Yeah. Was
to
it
sing
a
the
one-time
national anthem?
performance?
What?
So we were basically our choir. We were the soloists in our choir, so we volunteered to do it. Look, it is not sports were the thing in my school. So like I was the lead in every high school musical, and no one was competing against me. It was not like it's not really something to brag about. It was like, oh, Jackie will do it.
Did you feel good after you all performed? Did you feel good about that?
I actually did. It felt. Yeah, and we won the game.
Why'd you?
Oh,
why'd
state champs.
Why'd the group break up? What happened? Was there a big fight?
No, we just all went to different colleges.
Okay. All right. Jax, do you want to do a fantasy football league with me? And it's just the two of us just trying to figure it out.
You can draft any player you want in the entire league every week. I love this.
I think it actually would be really fun to do a Deck the Hallmark fantasy football league.
We tried it a couple years.
We could do Deck the Hallmark host fantasy football.
There's
That'd be
enough
pretty
of us
fun.
now. Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
I would love to give that a try. Do Brandon and I get to be on the same team?
No,
that's
you're
not how that
going
works
down.
at
You're
all.
going down.
But also we need
you're
to,
a girl.
Yeah, girls can't play fantasy football. Are you kidding me? Also, we need to podcast. Like we need to podcast the draft.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Where all of us hang out and we do a draft.
That's pretty fun.
That's
we'll
a fun idea.
draft live for
Yeah.
Bramble Jam Plus subscribers. It's not a bad idea. Write that down, Aaron, if you don't mind. Not that you're a girl, you could do what you want to.
That's right. Yeah.
But if you could write that down, that'd be
this
really
is more
great.
of an assistant thing too. So like, I don't know if you can handle it.
Yeah, that's true. You are a girl.
When we came on earlier, Dan was wearing the jacket, but I didn't see that it's Deck the Hallmark branded. And then I saw the brand has it, and you guys look incredible.
Thank you. It's our
congratulations.
It's our bomber jacket.
It's our bomber jacket. We ordered.
You guys, it looks great.
It's a very nice. It's the nicest piece of merch, the Deck the Hallmark
really
merch
nice.
I've ever seen or worn.
Yeah, and
easily.
again, I can't stress this
It's
enough.
incredible.
You wanna
We
get the
ordered-
logo
We
there?
ordered way too many of these. We have way too many of them, and it was an accident. We didn't mean to order this many. We have way too many. There is literally a room. You can't open the door because there's so many boxes of them. So please, deckthehallmark.com/shop. Please buy one.
None of that is
please
true,
buy one.
but deckthehallmark.com shop.
Please buy one.
You just /shop. You can go
we
and
have
buy
too
one.
many.
They're wonderful. We don't have any.
Jacket.
The Big 3 September, releasing August 22nd, 2024.
That can't be right, right?
There's no way that's right.
What's your favorite type of jam?
Favorite type of jam?
Yeah. Or preserve.
Oh, you get
I'd
either
say,
now, huh? Wow.
A raspberry.
Why
is-
even ask the
I
question?
like a
I'm
raspberry.
feeling generous.
Yeah.
Apricot, though.
May as
don't
well throw jelly in there, too,
Don't
while you're at it.
underestimate
This
apricot
guy.
preserve. Okay.
Okay, fine. Jam, jelly, or preserve.
Yeah.
Does that change it at all?
Apricot preserve. Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Apricot preserve. Yeah. I said that, and that's what I'm going to stick with. What's wrong with that?
Dan, you're not responding.
I was looking up the text thread on Thelma.
You're not listening, though.
Jam. All of them are great. I'm
No,
going jam.
they're not all.
No. He said his favorite is apricot.
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do about that?
That's great.
Well, you let him include preserves. That's on you. If you'd have stuck with jams, his hands would have been tied.
Okay, fine. Preserves are out.
I'm not going to say grape, so don't get that out of your head.
Well, that's a jelly
okay?
anyway. Come on, read a book.
Raspberry. Raspberry. Okay.
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 All right.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. August 23rd, 2024.
The rest is still unwritten.
Staring blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions.
Yeah, I thought it was just a trade situation. Also, we've gotten rid of the Sith. Like, there's no Sith.
That's right. Yeah, the Sith hit the fan.
Better title.
Better title. The Sith hits the fan.
It's time for Star of the Week. It is where we dive deep into the life of a star that has been submitted to us. Hello at deckthehallmark.com if you would like to submit your very own star. Dan, who do we have today?
We have Teeth Mbop. Teeth Mbop.
Can you spell that?
It's T-E-I-F. 2 M's with a dot between either of them. Bop.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Teeth Mbop.
Teeth
Right.
Mbop.
Yep.
First of all, are you from planet Earth?
I am, yes.
Okay. great.
Alabama.
I'm glad we got Bama. What parts?
Wichita.
Roll Tide on that.
Yeah, Wichita is in Kansas.
My bad. Kansas. Of
Okay.
Kansas, yes.
Got it. I got it.
I've been to Alabama.
Okay,
I thought you
why-
were going to ask that.
Why'd you say you were from Alabama?
I thought you asked a different question.
Okay.
I thought you asked if I'd been there.
Okay. All right. Great. So why are you what are we doing? The star of the week?
Yeah.
What is it about
So
you?
I've been to Alabama.
Okay. A lot of us have. I've been.
Really?
Yeah.
I was told I was the first and only.
You were the first person to visit Alabama.
That's what I was
that-
told. That's why I'm a star.
You think it's like just locked? You can't go in and out?
I don't know how they operate. I'm not a part of their governmental.
This seems weak. Seems weak at best here.
I've been there. And I'm there now.
You're there. Okay.
It's hot.
It's hot. Yeah.
Place sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Place sucks.
It's tough.
Hey, Teeth.
Yeah, right.
Are
Teeth.
you a big Sorry, that's my B. Are you a big fan of musical group Hanson?
Mm-hmm. You thought I was going to say Bob, didn't you? That's my last name. I don't care for the group. No.
How much did you get teased as a kid, Teef?
How old do you think I am?
Oh,
I was 93 when that group came out. I was 93 years old.
You're 123-ish years old?
How do you think I was the first in Alabama?
Alabama's been around a lot longer
Not
than
this
123
one.
years. What do you mean not this one?
I have a specific one.
You were born in 1901?
Yes, exactly. Happy birthday. It's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Teef.
Teef.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Teef. What are you doing to celebrate aside from living?
I might go discover another state.
You did not
You
discover.
discovered Alabama?
That's
did
what
not-
I said. I'm a star.
You did not discover Alabama.
Discovered it, found it.
Yeah.
If you go there, you look.
Okay.
You'll see my name.
I think we've had enough, Teef. I think we've had enough.
Thanks, Teef.
Let's go
Coming
ahead.
for you, Kentucky.
Arthur Christmas, August 26th, 2024.
Eventually, though, Arthur and the crew, they end up stranded on a beach, and Arthur is just sad. He's losing his Christmas spirit. Some might say it was my story once, but not anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Not anymore.
So try your best, buddy. You'll get there.
Well, whatever.
One step at a time. At least you're admitting you have a problem now.
No, I'm saying some.
You said it once
Some
was your story. That's
I said
that's
some
a good
might
first step.
say.
It's a first step. You've been going to the meetings? You've been going to the meetings.
Say it doesn't.
You've been going to the meetings at the Nativity? You've been going?
Going to the meetings of the Nativity. That's right.
This is going to sound terrible, but him saying Left Behind for some reason just unlocked a memory when we would go out to eat when we were all working, and Panda would always need to go to the bathroom before we'd leave. And we would sometimes, if we decided to leave, like acting like we were going to leave somebody, we would say, "You've been Kirk Cameron's." That's what we would say. I don't know why.
Left behind.
Yeah, Left Behind. And what we would do is he'd go to the bathroom, and we would all run to the car, get in the car, and we would drive to somewhere in the parking lot where we could see him, but he couldn't see us. And he would walk out, and he would always look around, and we would wait, and then we would text him, Kirk Cameron.
The magic of lemon drops. August 27th, 2024. I feel like I'm just now getting a handle on 2024. I'm not saying 2023 anymore is going well. And I only got this for a few more months, so.
We're 2/3 of the way on this bad boy.
I know. Anyway,
Any womb? That what you do in your personal time is none of my business.
He got the year at the cost of so many other things.
Maybe his marriage.
Wow.
Any womb. Any womb.
And they say that they're going to miss each other, and they do that thing that you do when you love somebody where you put the tip of your foreheads together. Like what Dan and Brian
and I
are
do that
what
at the
Dan
end
and
of
Brian
every
are
day.
about to do.
Right now?
Right, of course.
It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Wasn't uncomfortable for us at all.
That was great. I loved it. So
I feel like a lot of people watching this probably saw their own situations in it. Divorce, dogs, sick parents, people in physical therapy, like myself.
Therapy. You went to one PT appointment for tennis elbow. Stop it. Stop it.
See, this is why it's good that movies like this come out so we can
That's
talk
right.
about this.
Justice for Brian and his
Man.
one PT appointment.
I have multiple on the books.
Oh, you got more? You're
I
going
have
back?
more, and I've been doing my exercises daily.
Good.
And
What are your
Did you do it
exercises?
for the vlog? Show us some.
Okay. One's like this. Yeah, that's real nice. You got to hold that real long, right? That's just, and then we go to the side out here.
Yeah.
And another one of these bad
Yeah.
boys. And then we do some weightlifting with the little weights.
You do a little pop and lock.
That's all. So it's pretty good stuff
to do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
I'm still getting used to it.
Yep. Yeah, you missed a
Do
couple
it again.
of
Do it
things.
again though for the
well,
camera.
I just
for five-
did. I
folks
don't
at
want to
five.
overdo it.
No,
Do it one more time.
All right, so we just go out. We go real
quick.
quick, straight out
Nice.
like
And then
this.
come at
Little
me.
pressure, and then we go out to the side. A little pressure,
Nice.
and then we're just working out some kinks here.
Bada bing, bada
Yeah.
boom.
So,
Of course.
like I said, I liked it.
Nelly Knows Mysteries. It's a real movie. Fatal Engagement, August 28th, 2024. On our best day at Deck the Hallmark,
yeah, Larry
we don't come
Foote.
up with one of those in a week. Larry Foote and Uncle Rumple, you've lost your mind. You get away with one of those, maybe maybe Hallmark.
Yeah.
2 of them?
Yep,
No
yep,
way.
yep,
Who is
yep.
this?
It's Uncle Rumple.
Is it the same Uncle Rumple from the movie or different Uncle Rumple?
Different.
Can I call you Uncle Rump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Let me tell you a story.
All right,
okay?
please do.
When I was 17 years old,
17?
I made a rump roast.
Okay.
Okay. And I thought it'd be funny to sit on it and call it the triple rump. Because at that time, follow me here, what I'd be able
sat
to
on a roast beef?
What I'd be able to say is my rump sat on that rump and my name is Uncle Rump.
Triple rump.
It's a triple rump.
It's like the Triple Crown.
What does this have to do with anything?
I just wanted you to know it.
Your name is already Uncle Rumple. You don't need to make up a story involving a rump
Oh,
roast.
made up what now?
You
Just
don't need
legacy,
to tell us a
Dan.
story.
Thank
It's
you.
not. He was named Rumple before he did this dumb triple rump thing.
And no one cared.
Yeah.
That's
No
right.
one cared.
No one cared.
No one blinked
We'll
an
never
eye.
forget
No
him.
one blinked
Now
an eye.
they do.
That's right.
Now they see me coming, they go, oh. You know what I mean?
Is that what they
Hide
do?
your rumps.
Hide your rump.
Oh, roast beefs.
Yeah, that's bad.
You do what you want
Hide
to
your
with-
rumps.
You can do what you
Gotta
want
be
to
careful
with
with
your
that
rump.
reputation.
Rumps.
But I did a triple rump. Is what I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to say.
very different.
Yeah.
Rump sat on a rump with his rump.
It's really good stuff. Thanks.
I made shirts. TripleRump.com.
Do not go
Promo
to
code-
triplelump.com.
Yeah, promo code for
It's
that
not
site.
Dak. I can promise you that.
It's Dak.
Yeah, it's Dak. I thought it might be. I thought it might be. Yeah.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Pat, shout out Pat.
Shout out, Pat.
The other one
I
was
think Pat would be great with a cat.
Pat would be great with a cat.
You could write a book about it.
he could pat his
Pat
cat.
with a cat.
Pat's the cat.
Double pat, not as good as triple rump.
Not-
but
well, we'll
Triple
get
rump,
there.
We'll get there.
It's
Listen,
not
he
bad.
could name the cat Pat. I know that's weird.
He sure could.
Pat's cat Pat.
I know that it's weird for someone to name their animal after
Pat
themselves.
the
Can you
cat.
imagine naming your pet your name?
Pat and Pat the cat.
I actually really like the idea.
It's actually a great idea.
Like
Put a hat on that bad boy. We're in business.
The
Pat's
go-
cat Pat with a hat.
Pat
Man.
and Pat
just
the cat.
the audacity.
Pat's cat in the hat, Pat.
The audacity to name your animal
after
yourself.
That's
not
bold.
your kid. Yeah.
Dan, you I've actually been wondering this for a little bit. You brought it up, Brian, that this movie does take place in a small town, and I've been hearing
Oh no.
little
Why'd you bring it up?
rumors here and there.
On the mill?
Yeah, just about
Around the
Dan's
mill.
overall thoughts on the small town, how he
this
hates
too.
them, how he is
We'll never get
pro.
caught dead.
Guys,
in a
I don't know
small
how many
town.
times I have to go through
Just
this.
loves a big
I
town.
have, first of all, born in a small town.
Okay, that doesn't mean
It-
anything.
no.
A lot
It
of
means-
a lot of people don't like their
One
their
point-
But
hometown.
1 point
contextualize
maybe?
that, get it as a foundation, lay that down, so you understand what I'm about to build for
Yeah,
you.
you could look at a foundation by sticking your.
Found Jesus in a small town.
Okay, that's great, but that doesn't mean that you. A lot of people.
But I also you need to know this. I have nothing against. I have
What?
not. Look,
Go ahead, try to say
there
it.
is
It's
not
a small town.
there
You
is
don't like
not
them, though.
There is not a cell in my body that has any ill will towards a big
What
town.
about an iota?
Not an iota. I don't
Prove it.
I don't look nothing against a big town.
Blood test.
I mean, I'll die in a small town. You need to know that right now.
Okay.
If it's my last breath, I'll teleport. If I'm about to take my last breath
How do
in a
you
big
know
town,
that?
I will discuss.
How?
I know.
You can't know that.
You didn't meet Jesus in a small town. You don't
I
get it.
did.
You didn't. You
I
weren't born in
100%
Titusville, Florida. Get the F out.
A couple zip codes there, probably.
That hasn't been a big town in decades, centuries.
Went to church in Mims though.
Yeah, you went to church. No. You visited a small town. So don't come in here with that nonsense.
I found
had nothing
Jesus there.
against your
I
big
found
town.
Jesus there. Is what
I
I'm saying.
had nothing against a big town.
All I'm saying is it is.
I want to be very clear.
ridiculous for you to say that you will teleport to a small town on your death.
Oh, I will die.
You cannot know
I
that.
will
Bring in your
die in a
fancy
small town.
cannot know that.
teleportation device,
I will
teleportation device.
die in a small town.
With tech from a big town.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just know.
What are you using?
You remember
said
when I
you're
told you
gonna
I
teleport?
found, I told you I
You're
found Jesus? I told you I found Jesus, small town. Jesus told me
Okay.
that I'd die in a small town.
Be careful.
This
Dan?
Titusville, Florida stuff. It's unbelievable.
Dan? The September preview show, August 29th, 2024. That makes sense because
That makes sense because it's all
we're looking forward. What was the argument about?
You said I'm uncommittal, and I said non-committal, and you went What's the difference? And I said, one of them is a word.
Right.
Non-committal is a word. Uncommittal is not. And you said, why not?
There's nothing
Why not?
wrong with uncommittal.
You know what I mean? Why not?
I'm just saying in the history of
I want
words.
to confirm, not to correct you, to confirm I know what you mean. Uncommittal means you don't know anything about commitments.
Intergestion.
Non-committal means you're not committing.
That's non-true. So shove that. I did do a little bit more sleuthing on IMDb. We have a different synopsis, which is a stranger comes to town for chili. That's
Okay.
it.
Oh,
chili
That's
a
it.
little bit more fall.
Okay, and I've got some more information for you. The storyline, I just told it to you. There's some tags on IMDb. Chili cook-off, Maine, lobster, fall festival, fall harvest.
All right,
That's
but
way better than the description.
But it's also known as the untitled Pittsburgh Fall movie. So I don't know if it's Maine. I don't know if it's Pittsburgh.
Dude,
and also, it does sound more fall than I originally.
I'm boosting up to 4.
Okay.
All those little tags and whatnot, I'm boosting up to
Can
4.
I do that too?
You can
Can I?
boost.
Yeah, chili cook-off in Maine?
Yeah.
Oh, lobster
Or
Christmas.
Pittsburgh. Or Pittsburgh.
Or Pittsburgh, Northeast.
I'll
somewhere.
hang an extra half a latte
Yeah, you
on
will.
mine.
Look at this.
1.5.
Great job.
A lot
Great
of people
job, Brad.
say that there isn't a God. It is this time of year that I miss my buddy Panda the most because of how much this season, this September month meant to him. Rest in peace, obviously. I gotta pour him
Yeah, you
up.
do.
I gotta pour him up.
You got to pour them up. That's part of this.
Every time.
I don't know
Every
what
time we do
just
that.
We get
happened.
one cream and we also get a pour.
Anybody
we
can
can pour it up.
diagram what Brands just said in their spare time. I'd love to see.
What
Like,
about
all of
it? What about it was
Spreadsheet, maybe?
What about it was hard for you?
All of it. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, August 30th, 2024.
This movie sucks. Brand, I'll kick it to you.
Oh, man.
By the way, she still chooses to embark upon a life with him and then be very surprised next week that he's a guy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what guy?
Oh, boy. He's getting fired up, folks. And all the kids love Baby Yoda, and now they see Big Yoda.
See Big Yoda.
Big boy Yoda.
They keep,
I love it when you call me Big Yoda.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Also, you couldn't have done that with a puppet, so that's one small point for CGI.
he's not a Jedi. He just crushes a lot. That's his thing.
It's time for Star of the Week, and weirdly enough, it was sent just to me, Brad
Just
at
to you.
deckthehomer.com, which is crazy.
Unbelievable.
This is from PP Peanut.
Can you say that one more time?
His name is PP Peanuts, and he just says this: "So happy to be included, big yups." That's what PP Peanuts said.
Tickets here. Cold beer. Cold beer. Cold beer tickets.
PP Peanuts.
Oh, I'm on the line. It's me. It's PP Peanut right here. Tickets.
Your Star of the Week.
Get your tickets. Cold beer.
Your Star of the Week.
Man, you want a cold beer?
What's your deal?
Cold beer. I sell tickets and cold beer. Most people think you got to wait till you get
You
inside the
sell
arena
tickets
to get
and
to your cold beer.
Yeah.
I'll give you tickets and a cold beer. Tickets. Get your tickets here.
What makes you a
Tickets?
star?
Well, I think I just explained it to you. You need a ticket?
Yes.
You need a ticket?
Yes.
Do you need cold beer?
Yes.
Right guy, ticket?
Can I ask a question, PP?
Cold beer? Yeah, hold on 1 second. That's a 2. Send the money down.
PP.
So, hold on 1 second.
wait.
Right. Send it on
It's
down.
not down yet.
You need change?
I'm
You
not-
need
I
ch-
can't-
Do
I
you need
can't see it.
change? You need change? No tip. All right, I get you. That's fine. Cold beer? Ticket?
Okay, all right. Pause. PP, real quick. Rye.
Yeah, PP, is there periods in between the P's or is it just PP?
It's periods. It stands for Pretty Peanut. Tickets? Cold beer here?
PP, if you don't mind me asking, does that mean that your name is Pretty
Cold beer?
Peanut Peanuts?
Cold beer. I don't sell buckets. Hold on 1 second, Brad. I don't sell buckets. Coors? It's a Coors? Tickets?
PP,
Go ahead.
does that mean that your name is Pretty Peanut Peanut?
It does. Pretty Peanut. That's me. Tickets? Gotta go. Bring out a big order here. Tickets?
Send the money down.
What aisles are they in? I don't understand.
I don't know.
They're outside of the arena.
Why is he soliciting for tickets if they're already in the game and selling?
That's what makes him the
He
star.
said that he was doing tickets and beer outside of the arena. But then I don't know why there are rows to send the money down. There's you can't have all three.
They must not let him in. PP, you there? Do they not let you close to the arena, so you have to be out like at the end of the lines?
I got a whole boundary here. Do the math now, Brand. Tickets.
Thanks, PP. He's got a whole boundary to do the math, and I think that's more than fair. We did, everybody. Head Over Heels, September 3rd, 2024.
At one point, she's writing a handwritten note, and she put a PS before her signature. Like
That's not. PS stands for postscript.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. When you're done,
After
whoops, I forgot. Yeah,
script.
I already signed it. Whoops, I have more
You
things to
can't.
write.
That's just the body of the letter.
Yeah, it's
you
still
can't
part of the
do
letter.
I didn't notice
No
that, but that's a
need
good
for-
pull there.
Yeah,
You can't be
PS.
just PS and wherever you want
Just
to PS.
where- yeah, you get PS specific spot for the PS. Only PS
You
here.
normally only notice the garbage, and that was actually a really good one.
Thank you, man.
Typically, your
Thank
way
you
was
very
trash.
much. Dude,
normally
that
notice
red-
the
that red-
garbage.
That red drink was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Bess Lewis did a deep dive on Bess Lewis. Obviously, Bess's business is thriving.
Yeah.
so
Okay,
we're all
good.
really happy for Bess. Industry is booming.
Okay.
It's quite interesting, actually. Bess, a stalker. Comes from a family of stalkers.
It stocks like shelves and inventory and stuff.
Yeah, per se.
Great. What do you mean per se?
Yeah, that's part of the job.
What do you mean per se, though?
She comes from, like I said, a family of stalkers.
Yeah.
Grandfather was a stalker.
Okay.
Father met his mother as a stalker out in the field.
Okay.
And so
Out
it's,
in the field?
Yeah, in the
All
field.
right.
Just
So
like,
like-
just as
like
a stalker.
corn stalks.
Like stalker. I got you. It's
Not a corn.
Is it
no.
STALK or STOCK? STALK. Got it.
Yeah, just out there as a stalker in the field. They take a lot of pride in their job, and it's quite like a demanding job for Bess. Everybody, like with the internet, everybody kind of thinks they can do it. Like they can kind of do their own stalking, and you need to kind of be a pro. Come from a long line of stalkers like Bess does, and so just out there in the field, just growing the celery.
She is celery?
Celery farmer.
She's a celery farmer.
Yeah, great one.
Okay.
Great celery farmer.
Is there a name of the business that we need to know, or is that it?
Best is stalking. No, that's kind of it. Just really good at
She's a stalker.
Yes.
She's
Celery
a
stalk.
celery
right.
farmer that is a stalker, comes from a long line of stalkers.
Long line stalkers, yeah.
Do you mean to tell me
Yeah.
that's the people that work in the celery fields
Yeah.
call themselves stalkers?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to
That's-
convince me,
yeah.
Dan, and every other person listening right now.
It makes a lot of
That the
sense.
hardworking celery
Yeah.
farmers call
Now,
themselves stalkers.
It's gotten a bad connotation over
Yeah.
the years,
You think so?
but it's what they are, and it's in their blood. So that's what.
It's in their blood.
Yeah.
Oh, they should get that
Yeah.
like
You
that.
think people are genetically predisposed?
The
to
best
stalking?
stalkers, it's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
In the blood.
Boom,
Test it.
boom, boom,
The blood.
boom, 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 boom,
Stalkers unite.
boom,
Out here stalking the field
boom,
and the
boom,
shelves.
boom, boom, boom,
Stalk. I stalk you. You stalk me.
Boom,
Not as
boom.
good as I stalk you.
boom, boom,
Best
boom,
is stalking USA.
boom.
Homegrown.
What was that?
Man, I gotta be honest. Can we, whoever's doing the best of, I hope you didn't miss it, because Brian.
This isn't something anybody
If
can
that,
just
it
do.
sounded like Brian. I don't think it was Brian. That was a clip of some sort. I don't know what the clip was
Where'd
about.
we get that?
It just said in
Did
the
they
blood
send
over
it
and over
in?
again. I thought it was a weird EDM church worship. Briefly, here's
I
the
think
thing.
it was like a demo track is what it was. I believe.
Brian,
yeah.
who is a drummer.
Boom, boom,
Better is one day.
boom, 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 boom. Thousands elsewhere.
It's the Diss List Best Nap Scenarios, September 4th, 2024.
What we're going to be able to do, Antonio, is
We didn't explain this at all.
each
Sorry.
of us.
It's the Diss List.
Sorry. Each of us are going to be able to do two flips.
To flip 'em
So
out.
we could take one and make
Switch
a
it
four.
up.
Then take the 4 and make it 1. And then what we can do, ranking every Hallmark movie part 2 of 2024, September 5th, 2024. Oh, that's where fights will take place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear the
Because then
test.
you're going to have to choose if, I mean, I'm just ranking movies, but you're going to choose if it's important to get tea time up or to honor your beloved tradition of liking crappy Christmas movies.
I've really put
It's a-
myself.
you
in,
have.
I've backed
staked your
myself into
claim
a
to
corner.
Amy Teagarden in a way none of us should, and now you've got Christmas movies to deal with that are bad
You
movies.
gotta admit, though, it's a fun bit.
It's a fun
We're
bit.
having a good time.
It's a fun bit.
Very
we
Remote
go.
Christmas. Let's talk about how it could make its way above Shifting Gears. I think there's a path.
Yeah, let's
I
talk
think there's
about
a path,
that.
All right, so-
a pathway there.
What's the pathway?
There's a pathway there, and let's talk it
I'm
out.
listening.
I know that, Dan, you have lost sleep over how high Shifting Gears has gone.
Can I
and
tell
I
you this?
think that there's a way to get Shifting Gears down to standard fields, but we have to start now. If we're going to get there, we have to start
you're gonna
now.
start a whisper campaign?
I
Let's
feel,
start a whisper campaign.
I feel pretty
Hey, come
comfortable.
here. Come close to me.
Tell Dan to put it above Shifting Gears.
Put it above Shifting Gears. That's what I heard.
What I'm hearing off the record, mainly through whisper channels, is to put it above Shifting Gears. What I would.
Welcome back.
It's getting real here, Brand.
The whisper campaigns have been running a full muck here in the studio.
A full mug, not a half mug. Get a half mug.
2/3 mug.
Extra calf.
Yeah. They're going to do it again.
Austin month?
They're going to do it again.
Is it
We're
what-
not
you think it
careful.
went
You
so
think if we
good?
move Junebug ahead of American and Austin,
They
they
won't
won't
do
do it
I think
again?
it helps the odds.
It's the least
I don't
the
think
most
so.
you could do. The least
Yeah.
you could do.
I
least
think
you can-
that
most you
there
can do.
is a possibility that if we all commit
Yeah.
to making sure that no Austin movie
I'm
makes
going
it
with
into
no.
the-
It's a
already-
better movie.
it's already
the
a real
Taylor
movie.
Swift reference, the fun time travel. It's a better.
I just
movie.
wanted to be, when we get to February next year and they do it again, don't come crying to me.
I mean, at some point, Jane Austen only wrote a few novels. I think we're gonna.
Yeah, that's really going to stop them.
Yeah,
I
they
think we're
only
in
done
the
it
clear.
once.
Yeah, I think we're in the
Yeah.
clear.
And it worked for them.
Let's go to my dreams.
They'll pick another author.
Yeah.
This is hogwash. Y'all are like, don't come talking. I'm taking a month off.
Mechanics
I'm
hands.
good locking this.
Are we good to lock it? Let's
I'm good to
talk it.
lock
Let's talk.
this.
Let's do it. Let's
talk it. Let's talk it.
Let's
do it.
lock it in.
Let's recite it.
Recite it.
Starting from worst, working its up way.
Any word. Brand, say any word.
Say, pick a word.
Starting from the
It's
worst.
time with words with Brand. Brand, say a word quick. Hit me.
Heresy. Let's
I love
start.
this game. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, September 6th, 2024.
Probably.
We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
That's wild,
Yeah.
huh? Isn't time a terrifying social construct?
Oh,
Isn't that
man, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Ryan, what's something that you think about a lot that you're like, that can't be that far away, and then it was?
Well, Christmas. And then every time I tell Alyssa that I'm gonna stop buying toys for a while and then don't do that, it always feels like it goes really quick.
I can see
What
now
about
that
you?
my question wasn't good.
It's a bad
What
question,
I meant
yeah.
was
Ryan's still
you're
12 years old.
like,
There's nothing we can do about that.
No, like Star Wars Revenge of the Sith being 20
And you like,
years
it
old,
can't be that old.
It can't be that.
I
Is
know
there
mine.
something? Okay, go.
I have a marker for mine. It's Train Drops of Jupiter.
How old
the
is
song-
Train Drops of Jupiter?
Train Drops of
an
Jupiter is 23 years old.
It can't be.
It's 20.
It's not possible.
It's older than Don't Stop Believing was when Train Drops of Jupiter came out. So like that is
Okay.
what dates me to
I'm
make
looking
me
at-
old.
So
I believe you wholeheartedly.
how
but that
old was
just
Don't
feels-
Stop Believing when Drops of Jupiter came out?
Like 18 years. It's currently 20. Like like Train Drops of Jupiter came out in 01. I was a senior in high school. And the idea that that song is 23 years old is crazy to me.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And I don't know why, but that song is the mark of time for me.
That's
It is
fair.
so weird. I'm not like a train stan over
You're
here.
a train junkie, though.
But
I mean, we made it to
sometimes-
the Milky Way.
Yeah.
and
you sure
yeah.
did. You
lights
sure.
are all faded. There's nothing we could do.
Macaroni in my trash bag. This is not a rainbow in the rainbow colors. It's train.
I got you.
Yeah.
Probably like the Power Rangers movie to answer your question,
my
Brandon.
gosh,
I now
this guy with the
understand.
Power Rangers.
It was 30 years ago.
30 years ago?
95,
Holy moly.
man. Yeah,
And I
Man.
still haven't seen
Actually,
it.
Come
That's
on and
crazy.
take a free ride. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at you, man. That's actually really made me happy. That was great.
You're welcome.
Come on,
They're
take a
rollerblading down the
The
street
first 8
there.
minutes of that film, I mean, the whole thing's immaculate, but the first 8, I just want to live in that first 8 minutes for as much as possible.
And I think you have. I think you have.
Yeah. You know what?
I think
Your
you have.
backwards cap proves that you
I
can
think
do anything you
have.
put your mind
You're
to.
buying toys and you're talking wrestling and you're in your 30s. You've done it.
I'm still looking like 25 when I wear the cap backwards.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm okay. Cool.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And after this, you're going to go
Thank you,
rollerblading,
Ryan.
and it's going to be awesome.
Thank you. So
That's right.
It's time for Star of the Week. Dan, who do we have today?
We have Keith's. We have Keith's. And I called in for that to make sure I got that right. It's Keith's. I'll do it one more time for you, Brandon.
Sure.
Keith's.
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
Are you?
Ring, 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 ring.
Are we gonna get? We're gonna get copyright on this.
Nope.
You sure? What about Baby Beluga? Can you throw that one out there for me?
I'm done.
Okay. Keith, why are you the star of the week?
I wrote banana phone.
You did. You wrote it for DJ
wow.
Rafi. What's his name? Not that guy. Who's the guy that wrote Baby Beluga and all the hits.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
I wrote
Dr.
him.
Oz. What's
Yeah, I wrote him.
what's his
I
name?
was his what's it called when you
Apprentice?
no.
You were a
no.
songwriter. Ghostwriter?
Ghostwriter, that's it.
You were his ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter to the sky.
Okay. For Banana Phone.
For banana phone.
Wow. You know any other lyrics to it?
I'm so delicious. It's so nutritious. Get together and sing. All together now. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
Thank you so much. Star of the week, everybody. That is the reason Ryan didn't, yeah. Keith, everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan didn't chime in because he all right, okay. Ryan didn't chime in because he doesn't have kids and hasn't had to listen to Banana Phone. But yeah.
I
One
say we
more
keep
for
it
Keith,
going.
everybody.
I say we keep it going until we say goodbye.
The man who invented Christmas, September 9th, 2024. Hi, I'm Brandon. I love Christmas movies about inventing things.
Jingle Jangle? Is that what we're doing?
Books.
Dickens. Yeah.
Dickens.
Yeah. Christmas Carol.
You go, Alonzo.
I'm
Dan. You go, Dan.
I'm Dan. Are you all right?
I don't know.
I'm Dan, and on behalf of Brand, I'm sorry, but I also despise Christmas movies about inventing things.
We, as everybody I think assumed by our intro, we are talking to the man who invented Christmas. I think that was pretty clear. You guys remember this one?
I'm lonely.
That was a good time, wasn't it? We got a new board.
We got
and
a new
I had
board.
to transfer all the old sounds over. And there was a chance that I could have at that point been like, I think
All right,
it's
let's
time
retire
to retire it.
Yeah. No.
No.
Not now.
I'm lonely.
Evergreen.
It's
That's right.
evergreen. It's
Yeah.
evergreen content.
Yeah.
That's
Did
right.
you get Dive over here?
I didn't
OSC
get that.
Squared?
There's nothing I could do about that. That's gone. That's gone forever.
Oh.
One time.
With Brandon Dan. We can't.
We can't.
Some-
It is
some-
going to take over. It's so much. It's just
Some
not
days
good.
are sacred.
We sing it all day.
Mondays
around
are
here.
sacred. With Alonzo.
Save it for the right show. Come on.
Pretty much mid-September, guys. Can you believe it? Christmas is next week.
You know
For
what
all
is next
intents and
week?
purposes.
You know what is next week? 100 day, the 100 day mark.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Cool, dude.
Not oh no, oh yes. Oh yes.
That is part of the Brandon Gray Christmas origin story,
right.
as recounted in "I'll Be Home for Christmas." Of
Thank
course, they
you.
booked
Of
everyone.
course.
So
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alonzo. At least somebody wrote it for me. No, I think that is I wrote
You
that.
did
You
write
wrote
that.
that part.
You
Yeah.
made- You made it better though. The man who adding to all of that chaos, Dickens' father, John Dickens, I'm John Dickens.
Nope.
And he,
It's me, John Dickens.
First you're here, then you're there.
It's
Show
me,
it.
John Dickens. I invented Christmas Day.
And he,
You think it's Jesus? It's not. It's me, John Dickens. I invented Christmas Day.
his son did.
Amen.
Anyway, he,
Jesus Dickens.
he shows up, and it's pretty clear old Chuck Dickens over there views his father to be a little bit of an annoyance.
His and hers, September 10th, 2024.
So she says, "Can I get a quick recess?" And she goes and she swings and she goes on the slide, plays a little dodgeball, and then right back in for class.
Okay,
Then she
here we
goes.
go.
Then she goes
Recess.
because it's recess.
I
You're
got
crushing
it.
it, man.
It's recess.
That was good.
So-
Objection.
It's a fun recess.
It is. You can do all that in recess. So then, is that Cece Leaves
That right here?
right there?
Ooh, that right there?
There she
Cece
is.
Leaves.
What's she
Yeah.
doing here?
Cece Leaves, how are you? Hi. What's going on?
She got a little tickle in her
Happy
throat,
fall.
huh?
How'd you? I didn't know you were coming out today. I love you so much,
Oh,
Cece
boy.
Leaves.
Oh, no.
I'll watch my hands. You watch your mouth. Cece Leaves. I gotta ask you, Cece Leaves. Where have you?
Eye contact.
Oh, strong eye contact.
Where have you been all year?
Look away.
You've been all my life.
I'm taken. But where have you been all after?
That's not what the
once-
documents say.
What? Taking with me.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, Brand, you're so forward. Oh,
Stop.
You're taking with me.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even do my hair.
Cece Leaves. One more
Stop
question.
staring daggers into my eyes.
Okay, you go back to your corner. I'll stay in mine. Okay, love you, Cece Leaves. Great to see you.
Two, absolutely.
All right. Sorry about that, Dan.
No problem.
The Jane Mysteries, A Deadly Prescription, September 11th, 2024. Hi there, everybody. It's your boy, Brian. It's Brian. Stan. Yep. Take the homework. Homework Plus is here.
Yeah, it is.
Homework
arrived.
Plus is here.
Nobody's more excited than me, Bram.
Right on time, too.
No one? I know.
No, I'm
You
just
were
been
wondering
pumped.
for how there could
I
possibly...
slept in the studio last night.
I know, you were so excited.
I know, we were watching
One
it.
time,
It's crazy.
we have audio of when the app actually changed to Hallmark Plus and your
That's right.
reaction. Let's
That's
go
right.
ahead and cue that clip.
That's right. Wonder when it's happening. You think it's happening right now? Oh my God, it's happening! F yeah!
Nice.
Oh, you brought an air horn.
I know. It was wild. I was very excited. I thought maybe there was going to be a bleep,
No.
but instead I just
Yeah.
I wasn't sure at the time when it
Yeah,
happened, and
right.
so I just said F yeah.
Smart. It's just safe.
Yeah.
It was a really exciting moment, and everybody's apps changed without any problems.
hitches.
Yes, just turn it on.
And the nice thing about Hallmark Plus is how different the app is.
It looks
itself.
like
Yes.
brand new. Fresh
It's
coat.
a
Fresh coat.
They did
remodel.
not slap a new logo on a bad app. They didn't do it. They redid
wouldn't
a whole
dare.
app.
They wouldn't dare.
They would never.
They'll get around
Lots
to
of new
that.
content.
Yeah.
We,
What if we just got a crown and a plus and put it up there? Nobody would know.
and this? I mean, when her dad died, he got nothing. Zero. Nilch. Is that a word?
No, nil or zilch.
Zilch.
Nilch is not a word.
Not yet. join the fight. So listen, Webster's adding words every year.
Webster's easy. He's wily. that
He's
Webster.
wild. He sure is. So he's
Jane Mysteries.
Deadly Prescription.
What are you guys doing?
I was trying to stumble my way back up to the top so I could read
Yeah,
it. 'Cause I couldn't remember.
nilch is what you got.
Yeah, he did
Nilch. Nilch, everybody. Hashtag Nilch.
right.
Between the
I just
buoys,
think
I
if
got
we
it.
all start saying it, they can't tell us we're all wrong.
This is everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my...
This brand's whole this whole thing.
Because words are all made up. We'll be
Yeah.
right back, Doug. Back to Nilch and the boys. It's your boy, Nilch.
You're
And I'm
calling
here.
yourself Nilch.
No,
They can't
here.
stop you then.
No.
I'm here with my
If you want
boys.
to call yourself Nilch,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nilch and
Yeah,
the boys.
yeah, Nilch. Yeah, it's your name.
Yeah.
Nilch. I'm not one of Nilch's boys, though. I can tell you that right now. No. I know
Everybody
this
knows
is a
that.
movie review show, so this may come as a surprise. If The Murderer's Dumb, I'm not going to like it as much.
Okay, fair.
That's a hot take
fair.
for me. If The Murderer's Dumb, maybe the movie isn't as good, but maybe that's just me over here, not Zilch or Nilch or whatever his name was. Okay?
Crazy Town Nilch?
It's Nilch, and you know it.
Yeah, that's right.
You
Next.
continue to undermine me by acting like you don't know my name.
Love on the Dan Bay love song, September 12th, 2024.
You guys ready to talk about Love on the Doom Bay?
Danube. You almost said it correctly by accident.
know.
Yeah.
Love on the Dan Bay. Yeah,
Doom
yeah, sure. We
Bay.
can talk about this film.
This one is called What's the colon? What's the
Called Love Song.
That's exactly right.
Dune
I
Bay.
want to write you a love song.
If you ask for it and you need one, today we're gonna go on the Dan Bay.
Danube.
Showing the magic of the Dan Bay.
You've gone to Dan Bay.
Sarah and her mom show up to the Dan Bay, and they're going to cruise.
I roll my windows down.
I couldn't
Turn the
remember
Dan Bay up. Get your Dan Bay up.
I couldn't remember the song, so I just went cruise.
Brand
You know?
new cruise boat with a lift kit.
Nice. And they discover that they're both on this cruise with their widowed parents. He has brought his papa along with him, and she has brought her mommy. And wouldn't
God, could you make it any weirder? I don't think I can do this show anymore.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling myself today. Wouldn't you know it, they all end up sitting together at dinner. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. And
do I have feels? My
Oh,
feels
I
is
thought you were-
I feel
I thought-
ignored.
No, I thought you
ignored.
were jumping on with me. I thought that was your
I know you're
feels.
upset Dan didn't get his feels, but
Yes.
he's going to give it right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel ignored.
No,
I feel
I
like
thought you were-
I don't have
I-
a place in this world. I feel hurt.
Hey.
I feel like my friends don't care.
Luna cares.
Luna cares.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Luna.
In the words of Michael
Fourth
W.
best dog
Smith.
in the world.
That's
Two
true.
Lunas. Who's the other one?
Okay. Well, I guess we could talk about Ryan. I got a cat. It just kind of happened, and we named the cat Luna, and I didn't.
Yeah, and it was he
What? I
texted
know,
me beforehand
but
and was like, "I'm stealing Rye Guy's
No,
pet name.
no.
I'm stealing her name."
It didn't.
Oh,
I
my
didn't
Lord.
really.
How about that? He ignored my feels. He took your dog's name.
How about this? Even worse, behind the curtain, Alyssa said hi to Brand 30 minutes ago. He just said hi back like nothing was
Like
wrong.
he didn't just stab you guys in the back.
You were there when it happened. This dog came from your state.
That's right.
At your convention.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. What did you do? You can change it. She doesn't. Cats don't.
Well, cats can I change
care.
my feels to angry feels? Brand
Yeah,
stole
absolutely.
our pet's name.
But also, cats don't care about their names. You can
I
change it
know.
whatever. Like, hey, get over here. Hey, you could just say whatever. Cats don't care.
Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
right.
You've never made a mistake before.
Not a mistake
I'm
that's gonna
batting
last 15
1,034
years.
years. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
What he said with his actions was, "Your dog Luna is not special."
Man. No, it's fine, dude. It's fine. We'll pod parades and be fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you in a month.
General Zad would be real upset with you.
Yeah.
What's your feels?
That guy, I did it. This was it right here. This
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing really worked.
What
right.
you did was
Egregious. It was
copyright
fully
infringement.
egregious. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I to do?
Yeah.
What am I
Yeah.
to do? Okay.
You know
That'd
what's
be like-
wild? You know what's wild is this is Brand does this all the time. Brand always
All the time.
all the time. He will wait and then he'll just swoop in. That's what he does.
I'm a swooper.
He's a swooper. He didn't even I
Call
actually
me
like
Cheryl
Christmas.
Swoop.
I was the one who liked Christmas, and he came in and was like, "Christmas is going to be my thing. It's going to be my thing."
That's why you hate it so much.
That's why I hate it
feel
so
like
much.
it was been
That's right.
taken from
It's
you.
been taken
It's
from
been
me.
taken. The Chicken Sisters, Season 1, Episode 1, September 13th, 2024. I'm not expecting anything. It's still Hallmark.
You don't think they're getting together?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how they're not allowed on Hallmark. I don't think they're allowed. I think the FCC is going to get complaints. I don't know how they're going to do this. It's like it'll be like on the FCC, like how many are like complaints they've gotten. It's going to be the Janet Jackson incident, and then this.
That's right.
And,
Yeah.
and I don't really know
No
what
one's
to do.
called since that Super
no
Bowl.
one's called since that Super Bowl.
But my other way, what is, boy, that hush puppy was massive. There's
yes.
a hush puppy in this episode. And
That's a hush full-grown dog.
That's exactly right. You need that on a big ol'. This is a hush. You better be over 80 pounds, or there's dog that's not going to do anything for the dog. The puppy is huge. This hush puppy's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge hush puppy.
It's usually a sign people don't know how to make hush puppies.
I'd like to.
That's hush puppies like a golf,
I'd like to
a
eat it.
softball.
I'd like to
size.
eat it. It looked. I mean, I'll eat a big old hush puppy if you want me to. It's not a hush puppy. It's more like a loud puppy.
Chicken Sisters episode 2, September 13th, 2024.
Jax, you get in all
Wait.
Do you get into all
Do you get
that?
into all that like Friday the 13th?
Oh, Friday the
Do you like-
13th?
Do you get into all
I
that?
you like
am going
salt
to
and-
I am going to a magic show tonight for Friday the 13th.
What do you mean?
It's like spooky, you know?
But it's a magician?
But it's a magician, so it's as spooky as I like
Is
to
this a
get.
friend? Is this a friend? Are you
So
supporting
you
a
said
friend?
we'll go to your show.
You're
to
supporting
make
a
sure
friend,
there's
aren't
people
you?
there. Yeah.
It's a friend.
You've got my number. You understand.
right. Yeah.
You get what I do. It's a bringer show for magicians.
Yeah.
That's right. And they don't get any money, but they get a cut of the
No.
bar.
That's
We know
right.
exactly what's
You
going
get it.
on.
And that's
You're
tough
gonna,
because
You know
you're
what's
not
up.
you're
drinking.
gonna order a bunch of drinks and,
And you're not
pour
gonna
them
drink
out
'em.
just that you could have given them the full amount, but then they wouldn't feel like they'd earned it. This is exactly what Jax is doing. She orders $100 worth of drinks she throws out. They get $20 out of that. Instead, she could have handed them $100. Not going to do it.
I feel so seen.
Sabrina's daughter and Amanda's daughter, they are hanging out because they're the only good kids in town, I guess. And Sabrina, I don't know, she wants to get some alcohol. She wants to get turned, as the kids say.
They've said it for years now.
And
a decade. They're not kids anymore.
oh, okay.
Those kids are now adults.
Can I ask you this question real quick for me, buddy? Turn down for what?
Bam, 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 bam.
Turn down for what? That's all we're trying to say.
I don't know why kids don't love our podcast.
They
I don't know why they don't roll
They
their
must.
I mean,
They must.
yeah, they must.
They must. They must.
They're
love
the
us.
future.
Home Alone 4, Taking Back the House, September 16th, 2024. But Mr. Prescott doesn't. Sorry, everybody.
Are you getting a little choked up here? It is a sad movie, man. Mr.
doesn't answer the call.
He doesn't answer it. He doesn't answer it. He doesn't answer the call. He tries to get a call.
Dan, do something
He
funny.
doesn't get a
go
call.
go to Dan and
He
do
gets
something
a
funny.
call, and he's like,
Hey,
Mr.
is that
Prescott.
CC Leaves I see?
Alonzo, are you excited to see CC Leaves?
Yeah, I can't believe it's so great that we're back at this time of year.
So great on you.
Do you have any questions, Alonzo, for CC Leaves?
Yeah, how was your summer, CC?
Oh, I was dead for most of it.
Okay. Well, well,
Technically, it's summer right now, but I get an early start on my season. This hair doesn't grow itself.
when did you have your first
Easy,
PSL?
Easy, beautiful CC Leaves.
So the home security guy, he doesn't answer. So Kevin does what?
The Heiress and the Handyman, September 17th, 2024. I'm
Yeah.
going to just step in here and say Brian loved it. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I did cream this movie. I forget
Yeah.
what my rating was. I did cream it.
I mean, it is a Jodie Sweetin movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have that sweet tooth after all. So
That's better than Tea Time.
Yeah,
That's
you
really
worked on it
good.
too. It's got a sweet tooth.
So I all in all not bad. Not
There it
bad.
is.
We
He went 4 PSL and a cream because he's on drugs.
Oh, a little strong. I mean, it's Jodie Sweetin. Like high expectations. Maybe I shouldn't have creamed it. I did. I can't take that back. We all know once it's out of the tube.
The Cases of Mystery Lane, Death is Listening, September 18th, 2024. Because here's what happened.
Nailed it.
Nobody's
So
taking a
there-
drink on
there-
that one.
Brian, hit me with one more of those traditions real quick. You don't have to explain it. Just hit me right
Give
now.
me- give
Go.
me
All right, I'm gonna do a roof of my house. I'm gonna get one of those things called-
Ladders?
No, you get on it. You hold it. Zip line.
Zip line.
Okay.
Straight down
Straight
into
down?
the tree, and knock it down. Christmas tree. That's how I'm picking the Christmas tree.
I have a ton of questions, but we have to get going.
It's a good one.
We'll talk about
Nobody
that.
One of the
steal it.
worst times I've ever heard.
We got to
TM.
see how we're doing. I hate it.
You're going to have to saw that thing a lot. It's going to be 90% sawed at least.
A little. I saw it a little.
It's a
How
lot
big do
saw.
you think you are?
How big do you think that is? A tree in your yard at Christmas? You got a Fraser fir growing in your front yard?
No, I got to go find one.
And then
set
you
up
got-
the
and then
So
you
you're
gotta
gonna
set
zip line
it up.
all the way to
You're
the
gonna
tree?
buy the tree, set it up, zip line, and knock it down.
No, I'm going to go find a tree. Say that looks nice.
Zip line
Do a
all the
little
way to it.
math, zip line, build it straight to it. Take
what
it
you
with me.
could do is you could go and get the tree.
Yeah, set it
and
up.
like bring it back to your house, put it in the yard, and
Yeah.
then do it.
That's exactly what.
Sure.
His version is a long zip line. A lot could go
Yeah.
wrong.
This is probably-
this is what happens with me. I
But
have
this
a
is why we
bad-
brainstorm. This is
kernel
why
of
we
an
talk
idea.
it
That's
out.
right, and we figured
right.
it out.
It's not
That's
a bad
probably what I'll
idea.
do. Nobody
It's
else
not
can
a
do
bad
that.
idea. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this program. Pretty serious stuff going on here today. Brian was just about to tell us his third tradition that he is planning to kick off
Give
this
them
holiday season.
all away.
Brian, what's that
After
third
zip
tradition?
line to your tree, I'm
I know.
starting to
Once
think
I've
that
zip
this
lined
list
to the
isn't the real
tree,
list. Yeah.
I think what I'm going to try doing is hiding in the fireplace.
What do you mean?
Just
when you say it?
hanging out in the fireplace.
Hiding up?
Yeah, I'll hide in the fireplace and then try to like trick the kids and think I'm coming out of the fireplace. I'll
So
be
your
all
third
dressed
tradition
up.
is scare them, basically.
Well, try to like inspire. I would look at it as trying to inspire wonderment.
Inspire wonderment.
Yeah.
Are you like dressed up like Santa?
Yeah, like old Saint Nick.
Okay, you didn't
Of
say
a
that.
Cap
You didn't say
and
that.
You
a
said,
Kershaw.
I'm gonna hide in the
A what?
You know, Kershaw, whatever. What is that?
A cat and a Kershaw? I
Yeah,
did see
you
them
know.
live, but I don't know what you're talking about right now.
kerchief.
Yeah, a kerchief. And I'll
Kershaw.
be up there in the
Kershaw.
old
Bless
chimney.
you.
My neighbor, my neighbor growing up was Andrew Kershaw. Could be the same one.
Maybe he had the
Cat
same
Kershaw,
idea.
maybe his sister.
Yeah.
Cat Kershaw.
So
Great.
that's
This is good
number
stuff. They're getting
3
better
now.
too.
What's crazy is his sister's name was Caitlin Kershaw, which
Cat
I never.
Kershaw.
Call her
No one
KD?
ever called her Cat Kershaw, and it's all just. Shout out to the Kershaw family. Hope you
Yeah.
guys are doing good.
Shout out.
Hope you guys are doing good. That's a weird one. But you being dressed up like Santa is helpful.
Okay.
You left that out. You said
that's
that you're
important.
just gonna hide.
No, yeah, you got to be dressed up like.
So there is
think you can TM that.
a joke in here that worked really well, but she's in
Just clouds.
a hot yoga class, and he comes barging in, and he's eating donuts, and he's humming along, and he's like, "I thought there would be
Another
a
room.
Oh,
thought it'd be a room
man.
before the room," and
Maybe my favorite part of this movie.
100% there should be a room before the room.
There
right?
should be
That
a room before the room.
There has to
You
be.
can't walk into
a
studio.
in
You
a
can't do
sacred
that.
space
Dude.
like that. You need a room before the room.
I did.
You
this.
need it. You
I
did this once?
but it was when I was in high school. It was at a girlfriend's house, and I've never been to her
You
house.
said it like it was fake.
And it was walk.
It was at a girl friend. Is that
we
what you
were-
call
we were
them?
like-
Girlfriend's
we were like,
house.
You know, you have girlfriends when you're younger. Like it's nothing real.
I
Serious.
don't, but yeah, I understand.
But the
general
front of the house
idea.
looked like it was a screen porch, and so I just opened the door, and turns out living room. Her dad's sitting there watching TV, and it's the first time I've met him.
You
in
thought
person.
You thought it was a
the door was a
screened-in
screen-
porch?
Yeah, when you're walking up,
And
it
you wanna
looks
import
like
snow.
it looks like a screen porch, and it wasn't. It was just the front of the house. Yeah, man,
What?
awful.
That doesn't make any. I'm going to need to see a
No.
picture of this house.
No.
Okay, I could probably look up that.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd probably look it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the funny part of that scene for you was just him walking in and saying, "There's no room." It wasn't the "Namaste, Namago" joke.
No, it was 100%.
I mean, that's a good joke, but
the joke is fine. But him walking into a yoga
there
studio,
should be a room before the room.
There should be a room
The
before
fact
the
that
room.
there's
It's
no,
I've been in yoga studios where it's not.
you walk in and there's always a desk, something to check in,
Yeah.
something. The idea that he walked in and he was cinnamon roll in his mouth, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
You gotta
Because he wasn't. That's the thing is if you and I did that, my first thought isn't I'm sorry. If I walk into a
that's
yoga
I
studio,
can't get in trouble for this.
in the middle
Yeah.
of a yoga practice, I'm going to be like, I'm really sorry. But if I walk in there, I am not saying I'm sorry. There should be a room before.
should
Like
be a room
I'm
before
like,
the room. There's at
what
least
are
some
we
sort
doing?
of a waiting area.
Something that says, or like a thing on the door that says the yoga's in session or something.
Yeah.
Yoga's in session.
There should be a room before the room. Countdown to Christmas first look. What the September 19th, 2024.
Well,
Grinning.
it wouldn't be this without that. So
Yeah, we didn't even get to
alert,
it.
everybody, alert! It's time.
It's time.
Yeah, if you ever want to know who posted something on our socials, just look and see how it's spelled.
Just run a quick spell check.
I
through
will
it.
just say because it's even more embarrassing than it seems.
Alert.
You weren't in here. You weren't in here for this story, Dan, but you will like it. So we realized that the episode was going to come out a little later, and so we wanted to put something on social media.
Alert.
And
An
I was
alert,
like, I
yeah.
got it, guy. It was after hours.
Stop
so,
the printers.
So I said, I got it, everybody. And I wanted I had the general idea for what I wanted to say, like, hey, things are happening, whatnot. But I really wanted it to pop. I wanted it to be snappy. So I threw it into AI to add like emojis and to make it seem like it would be good. But I liked what it did overall, but I didn't like how it started. I thought it was like, hey, big news. And I was like, I don't want big news. I want alert. So literally, the only thing that I changed, I got wrong. So it's worse than you think it is.
Wow. Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Keep this work
What
in.
do we know about this Unwrapping Christmas, which is apparently the
4
basis
movies.
of 4 movies this year? 3
So-
Cherry Lanes, 4 Unwrapping Christmases, and no Time Fours this year, by the way. Have we noticed?
No, how about that? No
Oh,
time
wow.
for
We got no
it.
time for that.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, no guidelines, no time. Let's go.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Our
Time
long
for-
national nightmare is
Time
over.
for us to be done with that series. Am I right? Yeah, that's. The Chicken Sisters, season 1, episode 3, September 20th, 2024. It's
Brent,
great to be.
your intro was spicy.
It
I loved
sounded
it.
like you were going to say, and here's the news. You're like, I'm Brian. Here's the news.
Go to this camera for me, Aaron. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Chicken Sisters.
You know, Brian, for this, it was
Hell would have to freeze over before I saw somebody on Hallmark lift another person up onto a counter filled with flour.
especially when one of them is married to someone else.
Not
Yes. Yes.
let alone just a regular standard kiss. Like I didn't think I'd ever see that type of kiss on this network. And sure enough, not only is it a crazy kiss that I didn't see coming, it is a kiss between a married woman and the rival cook. It's ripe. It's ripe. I don't want to keep banging a dead horse, but the stakes, they're hot. They're high.
You are not going to keep banging a dead horse. Please.
I certainly hope not.
Can we
Paul.
please edit it just a little bit so it doesn't sound like Brand's a criminal?
So okay. All right. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse.
There
Is
we
that
go.
better?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
a little bit better.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dan. You're the pervert. You knew.
What? I got Brian full tears in the other room over
can you
here.
give me grace for once in your GD life? You knew what I meant. Just give me a little grace.
Brian, stop banging that dead horse.
Just extend me a little bit of grace.
I don't.
You
Brand,
know colloquialisms are tough for me.
Why do you keep going to that well then? Why do you keep trying to bang that dead horse?
Because I want to try to, let people. I talk for a living, believe it or not. I got to try to explain myself the way I know how, and sometimes that's by banging a dead horse.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, give me the horse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. You have anything to say about this? Oh my gosh.
No, go on.
But it turns out there's another movie called Lion
There's
King
another
1.5.
movie. Lion King 1.5.
Yes.
And so apparently May had a crush on Simba from Lion King 1.5.
Teenage Simba from Lion King 1.5.
And as they say, lusting after a cartoon lion goes against God.
It does go against God, and
Everything else here above board, God would have no problem with the adultery, but that lusting after a Disney character,
Yeah, I tend to side with God on this one, but it was just such an interesting and
You're
very.
too busy banging the dead horse.
I know I'm banging the dead horse. I don't think I said the horse was dead.
You did.
Okay. Last.
The Holdovers, September 23rd, 2024.
Look, wait, what's going to take forever?
Wait, what is just going to be huge? Brand was he was desperate for a wait
I deleted some. I
and
deleted
he
those too many.
he said this thing, and I'm like, Brand, that's not a wait what. And he started to argue with me while we're watching the movie. That is what I'm saying it. I'm saying it. It's great.
Just wait. Alonzo's probably going to take it before I
That's,
get.
I can't. I hope he does.
And then I'll have nothing.
Yeah.
I'll have nothing. I got a type 5 on urine, and it's coming in my way. Just wait. It's coming. Spoiler alert.
I saw Tide 5 on your in-law, but that's a story for another day.
They hand out nose plugs, and that's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice
It is,
feature. And they're good ones.
I still have my Type 5 on urine poncho that I bought.
For the first 3 rows. They just give it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Premiere. Y'all ready for this?
No, dude, buckle
You guys
up.
ready for this? All right.
Let's have it.
Here we go.
I can't believe you're doing this.
When was the last time you peed the bed? Let's start with that. When was the last time you peed the bed?
I was probably 5 or 6 years old.
So it might have been a while ago, but for those of us that have maybe done it more recently.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. You would know that it's tough to avoid the urine. But he still gives this poor kid pees the bed, and he's crying, and he's like, I don't get up, don't do anything. The other kids are going to beat you up. They're going to crucify you. They're going to give you a hard time.
Right.
His words. He says they're going to crucify.
I know.
And he just says, roll over.
Find a dry spot.
We'll deal with it in the morning. Well, first of all, it's going to smell in the morning. So they're going to.
And asparagus has been consumed.
I know. They're going to figure it out. Whether it's now, I think you have a better chance if you deal with it now. You could be quiet. You could sneak around. But 2, good luck. You know where there's not a dry spot? Your pants. Your pants. And he's
It's also a very small cot as well.
It is. Thank you, Alonzo. You get it. Dan says it's a bad way. What? He's giving this kid bad advice. Find a dry spot.
Trying to give him
good luck.
The best.
I get it. Good luck.
He's trying to give him the best opportunity to not get bullied any further.
Maybe it's that, or maybe he didn't
It's a tough
wanna-
situation, and obviously not a great solution. But in the mind of these 2 kids, this is the closest they can get to guaranteeing he doesn't get bullied. That's why they
I
do
think
it.
you should have dealt with it that night. You deal with a pee
It's
situation.
a terrible. Wait, what?
No, you deal with the pee situation that night. It's going to smell worse in the morning, and you can't find a dry spot. You can take a sheet, go get rid of it, and get back to bed without waking anybody else. You absolutely can. That's what.
Also, even if the heat is on at the infirmary, I bet it's cold in there, and it's just going to get colder if it's damp.
Alonzo, what do you think? Good way, what?
It's a fair question. It is a fair question to ask.
Thank you.
That was all I needed. That was a perfect response.
Thank you, Dana. Falling Together, September 24th, 2024. Go Pitt.
The
We're gonna take a
Panthers.
quick-
Sure.
We're gonna
And the
take a-
Steelers.
Yeah, Steel
Both
Town.
and.
Yellow Towel Boys. What's
That's
it
right.
called?
Terrible
Towels.
That's right. Yeah. And PNC Park, where the Pirates play, is like the best ballpark. Oh my gosh.
Pirates is a great thing.
Just pirates in general.
Pirates is a great thing. Deck the Hallmark.
I don't know. Last but not least, I said a lot of good things about this lobby. I'm sorry, about this diner. And I'm sure
I'm sorry about this dance. I'm sorry about these cookies.
I'm sure that it was said as a joke. But if you're a diner and you have a 3 pie slice limit, go find another diner.
That's right.
Go
Kick
find a
rocks.
There's no you can't.
Yeah.
You can't put a limit on pie slices.
Who do you think you are?
Especially
I am.
single digits. You can't do that for sure. And I know it was a joke. It was a funny ha-ha.
I don't think so.
You're under the pie influence, whatever it was.
Pie fluence.
If the 3 pie slice limit was real, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is inside. You gotta find another diner. You gotta.
The 3 pies.
You gotta.
The 3
Dan?
slice limit was kind of like what broke me in this movie. I couldn't. And she's my favorite character in this movie. The
she was
diner
a
lady
blast,
is
yeah.
the best character in the movie.
That leaf dress that she wore
Yeah.
to the walk.
Yeah,
To the walk.
come on.
Forget about that.
We should turn this into a leaf sweater
should.
for us.
The very least we could do. Love on the Dan Bay Royal Getaway, September 25th, 2024.
Joe needs to get some art for the gallery auction.
Are you there?
The auction.
Did we lose connection with Bran?
The auction. I'm getting word it's the auction. Art. Things get hot and heavy though when they slow dance. And he tells her that he wants to kiss her, but she says, "What are we doing here? You know, there's an ocean going to be between us soon. We shouldn't get started if we can't finish."
All right. Okay. There's got to be a better way. It's a PG show. There's got to be a better way.
Doesn't stop them though from going out to a
The
market.
city guys would never.
Yeah.
Never.
They're going out on a market. That's why you stick to the script, folks. You don't try to ad lib. Doesn't stop them though from.
Joe Fish.
Joe Fish.
It's a structure. It's a sculpt. Is that a sculpture?
No, a sculpture would be sculpted.
Okay, is
Yeah.
it? But you know, like what are those things where you like bend stuff and make shapes?
Bend stuff.
You know, like that. What's that thing downtown? That thing that like moves. You know what I'm
Dude,
talking about?
are you high?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What's that? It's like what is it?
I
one of
think,
these
are you talking about the art exhibit at the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a legit art. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
what's it
wouldn't
called?
go. I would call it a sculpture.
That's a sculpture.
You're taking
Dan.
things and putting them together. Like they're welded together.
And I was gonna
in the movie.
That's a welding.
The movie was just like boxes with like a hat on
but
top.
I'm
like
gonna,
chairs on top
I'm
of each
gonna
other.
say, like, I've been moved by sculptures before. If that's
yeah?
the case. Yeah.
Like what sculpture?
Like in New York, there's lots of cool stuff.
Like in
It's
like in
a
New York.
sculptures where hard or plastic materials are worked into three-dimensional art objects. That's not what was happening at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah.
No, they were just
More or
like
less.
stacked on each other.
Okay, there is though a stacking element. You know what I mean? To sculpting. Like that's a type of sculpture is what
It's
I'm
where
trying to
they're
say.
using the pieces as like their materials. Like yes, it's a chair, but it's like using it if it was just as a piece of metal that they're then
Yeah,
putting
if-
together
if-
to make
if-
something new.
Oh my god.
So this is the question.
I'm
If
not saying it's high art, and I'm not saying you should move to tears. I agree with her in the beginning where she was like, "I hate this." Yeah, I hated it too, but it's a real art thing that happens,
If
and there are exhibits all over with art like that.
So is me putting this chair that's on the
Sorry
floor
to all artists.
on top of this table?
A
Is that a sculpture?
No.
Hey Dan,
That's
hey,
not
Dan,
a sculpture. You're not
so
bending
what, Dan,
anything.
you know
Yeah,
the
that's
Statue
my
of
question.
Liberty.
It's a great
you know
question. If this chair's on this table, what is it? It's not a sculpture.
It's a sculpture.
It isn't.
Someone just take that clip.
It isn't a, like,
If that chair's on this table,
what is
Hey,
it?
my
What is
water
it?
bottle's
And I
on my
call it
head.
art. What is it?
Hey, is this a sculpture?
Yeah.
My water
No,
bottle's-
it's not a sculpture. Not a
So
sculpture.
if I take this water bottle
And put
I
it on
put
that-
glue and I glue it to my phone.
It's not a
and
sculpture.
Sculpture.
No, you didn't bend any. Nothing's been bent to make something
I
else.
think it might be considered a sculpture, though. Because what I'm trying to say here is that we need water, but what we live like is that we need our phone. Our phones have become our
Great,
water.
it's art. I'm just letting you know the first thing in this art exhibit is a ladder
okay,
with a
so some-
poster on the top of it that says "This is nowhere."
That
not a
is-
sculpture.
Now that might be high
The
art.
definite-
Summer in the chat here.
Summer says the definition of sculpture is the art of making 3D representatives.
This says an artistic.
Representative-
Google says an artistic form in which hard or plastic materials are worked into three-dimensional art objects.
Well, I think there's more than one definition.
Yeah,
of
so
a
but
sculpture.
what
Yeah.
if you're working multiple three-dimensional
but
things
I also
to be
think
one
if,
big
if,
dimensions,
if an
right?
artist
Six
wants to come on and
dimensions?
tell me that they're sculptures, I have no problem telling you that I'm wrong. We're off the beaten path here. This started with me just going, they're just stacking things. They didn't actually do anything
Yeah,
that
it's
would.
not a good
Yes, it's
sculpture.
not good, regardless of what we would call it. If it, yeah, exactly.
Does anybody like? I'm pretty proud of how quickly I came up
Yeah,
with
I'm
some
proud of it.
BS
It was
about
really
this.
good.
Actually,
It's really
that was
impressive,
actually
man.
pretty sharp.
Some-
Yeah, really good stuff.
That's also how quickly.
Bran, where are you displaying your art?
Yeah.
Only
Where are
here,
your
only on
sculptures gonna
Philo,
be?
Philo.tv/DTH
You got the- you got the
exclusive.
Wow.
Or should we say sculpture?
Nope, stop.
Joe Fish.
Something about
Joe
sculptures, exclusives. The Jane Mysteries, Murder at Mosby, September 26, 2024.
It's great.
Yeah, if those of you watching on Philo, you might be wondering, Brian,
Where'd you get that water?
Where'd you get that water?
Yeah, where did you get it?
Take it off! Take the tag! Take it off!
Stop.
Take it off!
Stop telling me to take things off, Brandon.
Take the wrapper off
you
the
can't.
water bottle!
Publix
legally-
grocery store.
Yeah, we did get it there. But Bran doesn't want to talk. Bran, where'd you get yours? You're not going to say.
I'm not going to say. We're looking for a water sponsor. We're heading in
Dan's
to
out
the
here messing it
busiest
up.
time of the year where
if
we
you
make
think
we
I'm-
make 70% of our money
Yeah,
between
true.
now and the end of the year. And we're not going to do that by
Yeah,
leaving the
giving away.
wrappers on our water
Publix
bottles.
water bottles.
Dadgummit, Dan. We're not going to make budget if you're going to continually pimp out things.
Publix water.
Like Publix, like the water you're
You
drinking.
said it.
You
Yeah.
mean like public utility water?
I'm
is
a
what
Fiji
you mean,
water
right?
guy myself. I think we all
Yeah.
know that. We're out of
That
Fiji.
money
at
would
the
Now,
office.
now we're gonna have to.
That'd be
Aaron's
real
gonna
money
have
there.
to blur out the logo in post before we
Every
upload
shot.
it. And this is a mess.
Or
this
just
is a mess.
double Freedom Rockets
Yeah.
all the way.
This is a whole day for
Or
her
maybe
now.
I got my own agreement with Publix. You don't know about it. I'm not giving you any of the
boy.
money.
Oh boy.
That's right.
Hold on
Wait
a second.
Aaron and I have a public sponsorship that has nothing to do.
No. This
What's
is
the
gonna get weird.
sponsorship? What is it?
It's why I can't tell you the terms. That's part of it. There's an NDA.
NDA, yeah.
You can't
That'll
tell
get
us
you.
the
There's nothing I
terms.
can do.
You could not sign that contract.
Already
Could have
did.
done that. Could have cut us in on it. Could
Oh,
have
no.
done that.
Aaron and I docu-signed that bad boy as soon as it came
Right,
back.
let's get a
email.
Parlor Donut sponsorship. Just you and me.
But that's
Oh.
different.
Good
It's
luck out there.
different. Though you can't. This is still our show, though. You can't
true.
bring that in.
50%.
On
I'm not
Yeah.
saying you can get 50% off your next batch of Publix water by going in and putting the promo code Dan or the promo code Aaron in at checkout.
Self-checkout.
I'm
How
not
do you
saying
put it
that.
in at
Self-checkout.
checkout? What does
Yeah,
that
I'm
mean?
Listen, I'm not here to
You
tell you
yell
about
at
the
the
Publix
terminal.
app that's free on Android and Apple iOS systems.
with
that
updated
you could go
weekly circulars.
and get a there's nothing that I can't do that on this show because then I'd have to give you half the money. I would never say use your Publix app and you would get a free case with a pub sub order. I would never say that.
All right. Well, if you're interested in advertising this holiday season, advertising at BrambleJamPodcast.com. You can reach out to us that way. It's going to be a great holiday season, everybody. We're really excited about. We're not going to talk about Publix water anymore.
What water?
Dang it.
Got him.
Man. There goes our chances at a separate one.
Maybe we should take it over.
I will say
Maybe we
this:
should
if
start-
you guys, I'm telling
Ooh.
you right now, if you guys get a Fiji water sponsorship,
Oh man.
I will openly talk negatively about Publix water and drink the Fiji water that you get, and I don't even need any money from it,
I haven't even reached out to Fiji.
Interesting.
I should reach out to Fiji,
dude. That's the dream.
After what he just pulled, I don't know if they're gonna want to
That's
hear
the
it.
dream. Fiji's the dream. This water
It's
probably
not even
touched by human hands.
Yeah. How many human hands are on that water?
So many.
So many.
There might be a hand in it. We can't see it.
Yeah.
It's dissolved.
There's no hand in it.
that you can see.
Oh, then what do you call that?
Look at that thing go.
I'm looking. Hold it up. Hold it up. Okay, now hold it normally.
Yeah. Now put your hand behind
It's funny
it.
though.
Yeah.
Hold it normally. There's a hand in that water.
You found it.
There's a hand in that water.
You're 6 years old.
Oh, that's funny.
And that it's all the feels is definite asterisk, but that scene in a vacuum,
You call
really good.
Aster Rick?
Yeah.
Aster, you there?
What's up, everybody?
Rick, what's going on, dude?
How are we?
How's it going?
You want to know something?
I would love to.
Ask it.
How often do you rake your leaves in your
I
yard?
couldn't know it.
You couldn't.
Give me another one. Try
Okay.
one
All right.
more.
One more. What's the best way to get from your house to the local theater?
It's impossible to know.
Do we got a sunset
Do you
time
know-
for this weekend, this Saturday night?
Oh.
Who won the Chiefs-Falcons game last night?
Dang. I thought that'd be easier. I thought that'd be easier questions.
Who's your favorite sports team?
Oh, frick. Oh, the Boogles.
The Boogles.
Is that a team?
Is that a European soccer team,
Boogles?
maybe?
The Boogles.
He's going with the Boogles.
All right. Thank you so
Wow,
much.
Aster Rick.
Thank you so much for being
I'll do
here.
better
Aster Rick.
next time, boys.
Yeah, we know.
I don't think so.
We did everybody. Nope, we'll be right back here.
Chicken Sisters Ep 4, September 27th, 2024.
The drop is happening, and it turns out that everybody in town is less excited about the drop of the new pants.
Hello?
Buddy, how are you?
I'm back, baby.
Have you ever had a drop where you kind of...
Yeah, we did a dictionary drop one time.
A dictionary
Yeah,
drop?
I said words alphabetically until someone guessed the right word.
Can you give me an example?
Banana. Bandana.
So people are
just keep guess whenever you're ready. Balloon. Balrog.
Bonnaroo.
No, it's a word that I say. You got to wait for me to say it. When I say the right word, you say that's it.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Bird dog.
It's bird dog.
Ballyhoo. It isn't. Big ol'. Bickle. Bindle. Bandle. Blander. Bland. Bender. Blender. Yeah! That's how you got it. You got it. See, it's pretty straightforward. Dictionary drop.
Pretty good, actually.
My pants. I'm out of here.
All right, bye, buddy. God bless.
It's a dictionary drop.
It's less about the pants and more.
This week, Bran, are you chicken or fried?
Thank you for asking. I am 100% fried on, and not in a good way, over fried. I'm over fried on Frank Jr. Any hope I had for Frank Jr. was thrown out when this man looked at his wife and said, "I'm not sorry, ma'am." Like, go shove it in a dirty box.
Please do.
Go shove it in a dirty box. And you got mad about the field plowing thing earlier.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
I
Brand.
didn't get mad. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is go kick rocks.
Go
That's
shove
what
it
I'm
in a
trying to
dirty
say.
box.
Go shove it in a dirty box. Who do you think you are? I am.
So many ways out of there.
That's
and you-
crazy.
No, honestly,
that's a crazy thing to say.
Bran, that was hard to watch because she was sitting there not even angry, so vulnerably and hurt. And for him not to even say, like, well, I'm sorry I hurt you, but I made the right decision for me. But he wouldn't give her anything. He sucks.
He's not sorry in any way, shape, or form.
Shove it in a dirty box.
Shove it in a dirty box.
That sounded worse.
Let's put that on a shirt. I think it'll take. Rise of the Guardians, September 30th, 2024. Movie, I felt like did Tooth Fairy as well as I've seen it. The idea of Tooth Fairy having, other little fairies that go out and then they come back and there's a storage place for each kid's teeth. You know what? It tracked for me. It finally made sense. It all snapped in. And so this movie is now the gold standard of Tooth Fairy lore for Bran.
Put it on the box.
And
Take that, The Rock.
That's right.
That's exactly
Never stood a
right.
chance.
That's exactly right, Dwayne. Dwayne the bathtub.
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning. That's
Dan?
right.
One, I don't know. I didn't like that Santa had a naughty tattoo. Like I know I know that he also had a nice tattoo, but like
That
it
depicts
seems like
Santa as this guy in the middle.
Yeah, he's like, listen,
I could go either way. You know what I mean?
It seems like he's like
Catch me on the right day, ladies.
He kind of likes the naughty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little bit of a dirty Santa.
He's a dirty Santa. I don't know. He's a bad apple. And then
I saw Dirty Santa live.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
How was it?
I can't talk about
Yeah, not on this show.
Not on this show.
The Real West, October 1st, 2024.
Guys, should we talk about the Real West?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
No. Absolutely. Oh.
I mean, I guess.
Now,
We're
just
here.
remember, we only got
We're
one
family.
camera here, so you guys can't do all the funny business that you guys
Oh,
normally do on
you're
screen.
right.
None of that.
Man.
Dan, you got to keep your shirt on. Dan typically,
Yeah, sure.
every
I
time,
get after it.
he
when I'm
always
off
takes his
camera.
shirt off.
And the
this
legs are on
synopsis.
screen. So
Yeah,
we
that's
gotta
That's right.
Don't have to do any work there.
You do not.
I've already done all the work. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Donation
Amen,
should be
brother.
rolling in any minute.
Amen.
Don't have. Are we gonna, let's see if everybody calls.
Rebecca gets a call, and it is bad news. She got tenure.
Oh,
now
no.
I know.
Oh man,
I
that's
know.
terrible.
You might be thinking that was the good news, right? It's the good news, but it's bad
She took all the
because
necessary precautions. How did she still get tenure?
if you
We're gonna
and
need you to come into the office.
if you know somebody out there that has
Tenure. Reach out.
reach out.
It's not too late.
Check on them. Well, you were talking. I didn't know if it was related.
I don't
Talk a
remember the
lot.
context of this, but there's a scene where Sustad and Lucas Bryan are talking. They clearly hear a woman fall and groan in the background and a horse neigh.
Yeah.
They look back, and then they just keep talking. They're like, "What the?"
that was Sustad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. What? They're not going to go see what that's about. They're not going to go help.
He knew. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
So Lucas Bryant knew, but because he goes over there and he's like, "There you are."
Oh, in the barn
You
there.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was talking to the kid,
Right.
and
Then I'm
he
good.
didn't want to draw attention to it because he
course.
knew that it was Sustad.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but the kid would have heard it and
The
been
kid did hear it, but he's just kind of like whatever. He didn't
That's
want.
my mom back there who just fell.
Yeah, he didn't. The kid didn't know that it was his mom.
But you could probably hear that sounds like my mom.
You know your mom's grunt?
I mean,
That kid's dumb as rocks.
I would know that
Well, you know
there's
this
not
one,
many
huh?
people out there.
All right, close your eyes. We got 3 grunts. One of them's your mom. Okay. Are you ready?
Brand knows. So.
Why do I have to
Which-
close my eyes?
Which mom's your grunt? Are you ready?
Ready.
Close your eyes.
I'm not closing my eyes.
Close your eyes.
I will.
Well, because I'm doing the other 2. Okay, so you do it. Which one is Dan's mom?
All
Are you
right.
ready?
Yeah.
Again, you know.
Never been more ready.
Oh.
2.
2's what?
2's right.
Nailed
There
it.
you go. See? Proves my
It's
point.
time for Double Decker. October preview show, October 2nd, 2024.
There's no power for 90% of Greenville aside from the angel that the Lord has shined his light upon, Brian Harold. We're in his house. The first time I have power, can I charge my phone, watch Monday Night Football? No. Do we have to do a preview episode? Of course we do. Why? Because there's like 2.5 movies that come out in October before the holiday movies start, which we've already previewed in an episode we
Hasn't come out
recorded,
yet.
but we
Ahead of
recorded
us.
it 2 weeks ago. And I want you to know
So what
that.
do you want us to do with the October
What I
movies?
want you to
Can't
know
ignore
is,
them.
this is a waste of
They
everyone's
deserve
time.
They deserve our time.
It is 4 movies. Can I give them 4 quick zero surge protectors and no creams? And
help you
let
here.
me get on my way. 0 AC units, which is what's waiting on me back at my house. And can we get on our way?
Sure. It's great to be here.
Philo.tv/DTH.
It's great to be But here's what I know about Curious Caterer.
Yeah, let's hear about this bad boy.
Forbidden fruit.
Fruits.
A caterer's date
Say no more. Okay. Good. A little bit more.
turns awry.
Awry.
It's awry, everybody.
Ari.
Awry.
Some of that Ari salt.
Hey, what's your awry? When the singer at the event she catered
You
gets
think it's Lonnie?
Okay, here we go.
Lonnie's not dead. Lonnie went to the wrong
Yeah.
event.
A caterer's date turns awry
Awry.
when the singer at the event she's catering gets, is it A,
Cookies.
shot, B, stabbed, C, electrocuted, D, the candy?
Now, I have been burned before on this, and it feels like Stabbed is the leader in the clubhouse, but I'm a fan of an underdog. So I'm going to say that her date goes awry because the caterer gets the candy. D, the candy. Final answer.
Brian?
I was gonna do that too. Can I take it too, or do I
You
need
can
my-
both go with
That's
it.
a smart
Obviously,
move. That's a
thank you,
smart
Matt.
move
It feels
there.
right. It feels right.
Bram?
She's catering.
Unfortunately, in this case, it is electrocuted.
Oh.
Electrocuted.
Electrocuted.
What the H is going on at this party?
So they have electricity. You're saying?
Yeah,
There's
they're saying power because I want to
have
be
power
there.
I do.
Love ghosts. Love that they're in a Hallmark movie. 1 ghost.
Oh, thought we
Go
were
to 2.
No.
the
Go
last
to
one of the
0
season.
ghosts.
Oh,
0
two.
ghosts.
2 ghosts.
Change it to
You
0.
can't.
They
2
keep changing.
ghosts.
You want me to change it to 2? I can change to 0. 0. Brand did it. Brand trying to force happiness around here.
Everybody knows
None.
you said 2 ghosts.
I'm going to tell everybody about your poop.
About my poop.
About your poop.
If
Have
you don't,
at it.
If you don't go to 2 ghosts,
Okay. Dan, every day for the last week, we haven't had power. He thinks that it affects his toilet. So he goes outside and he poops.
in the ground.
In the ground.
digs a hole?
He digs a hole. And he doesn't think anyone notices, but I watch. You know this. I have
Like a
a
weirdo.
perch on the second floor. And I watch and I go, man, it doesn't
He's at
affect
it again.
It doesn't affect the
water,
the
gravity.
Water. You can still.
The best part of this is the takeaway here is you are in a perch
I have a perch.
watching me defecate every day.
In the hole.
Yeah. Well, the first time I wasn't planning on.
Yeah,
it.
but after that,
But then I was like,
Then
let
get
me
your popcorn
Yeah,
ready.
10:02
Well,
every
like-
day. Maybe it was a one-off. Maybe he was sleepwiping, sleep pooping.
yeah.
Gotta
which
I think it's
also
deliberate.
which
Do
also
you know
Brand
about
watches
this?
him do.
Know about what?
Your poop.
Yeah, Brand, of course.
not news to
It
you?
affects the toilets. I've said this
It
for
doesn't
years.
affect the toilet.
It's going to get caught in the pipes.
The power doesn't.
Aren't you
affect-
glad you found out, gang?
2 things.
Love on the Dan Bay Kissing Stars. October 3rd, 2024.
And he splits his pants while. Yeah, I said pants. I said it
Yeah.
out there.
Splits his pants.
Splits his pants While trying.
Shit my pants campaign.
Oh my gosh, I
The
do.
best of the best.
Yeah.
It was too
The
it's
shit my
gone
pants.
too soon.
Gone too soon.
We should be seeing a shit my pants commercial every day.
I think we should.
Every day we should be seeing.
It's good, clean
Why
TV.
don't we see him once?
It's good, clean TV.
Yeah. Shit my pants at the office.
Oh man,
It's great.
I'm pooping.
I'm pooping. Well done. Well done. Buddy.
Oh boy.
Man.
No.
He knows he done goofed, but she's not having any sort of apology. She's like, I gotta go. So, time for Grand Jester. Hello, I am Greg Jester. At a final event, he goes up on stage.
Grant Jester is my name. real proud of the whole Jester family, if I can be honest with you. Grant the second. I don't go by Junior. Jester Junior is confusing. Just Grant Jester.
Grant Jester.
That's right.
At a
I
final.
go big or go home, Grant. That's what I do.
I love
That's
you.
what Grant Jester's all about.
You got any line workers in your family?
I got so many, and
I
they're
know.
big. They're on the big boys.
They're on the big boys.
Big rigs with the big poles, doing the big work.
Great.
The big poles.
Yeah, the big telephone.
That's not
power
what it
pole.
sounds like.
Get out of the gutter there, Papola. It's Grant Jester here talking.
I'm sorry, Grant.
At this final
That's on
event,
me.
You, Brand.
at this final event, he goes on
Mama
stage.
Jester says, "Hey,
Hey,
I don't
Mama.
know what that's about."
I do.
Hey,
Welcome
Brand,
back.
it's Grant Jester on the line.
Hey, bud,
I wanna
how are
let
ya?
You know, the captain's dinner, my idea.
Yeah?
I thought it was big. I thought it was bold. The captain's never sailing the boat. He's
Oh,
just
it's
having
huge.
dinner.
It's huge.
He's a big celebrity.
He's a big
Grant,
celebrity.
he's a big celebrity.
Are you a big celebrity?
Huge. The whole Jester family is. What's going on? What do you...
Like all forever?
Well, you know, it started with Grandpappy Jester.
What was he known for?
He was more of a minor jester. He was a miner. He was a coal miner, and so we called him Minor Jester. And he wasn't like a big deal. He was a pretty small deal. But
Who
within
was
the
the
mining community, a big deal.
Who was the first big?
And then there was
big-
Major Jester, as you know. Yeah, he was a major in the armed forces, as you know.
Yeah.
And within the army, big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Big deal. Ultimate Jester was pretty great. He was a wrestler. He did right. Yeah, he just called himself Ultimate Jester.
He's shaking the ropes.
Yeah, he shook the ropes. That's exactly right.
Let's
And there's
get-
me, Grant Jester.
Let's. The Jane Mysteries. Too Much to Lose. October 4th, 2024.
We got no power.
That
We're
can't
recording
be.
in Brian's house because he's got power, and
bit.
he only lets us in here to record. He's actually said we can never be here if we're not recording.
That's it.
And he's
one occasion.
He actually spits on us on the way out the door.
Yeah, I'll
He's
kick
like,
you right out.
Look at you guys without your power. Who do you think you are?
Get out.
I
Go
am.
back.
Your
Yeah.
ability to spit and always somehow find a tin can in the distance is
It's
crazy.
unbelievable.
No matter how long
You
it
gotta have
takes.
one nearby.
Every time. Every
You gotta,
time.
you gotta have one nearby.
That's a long spit too. Not a quick one.
Here's one.
It's a little guy.
Yeah, that was really long.
That was weird. I mean, a little bit.
Like off
got
the-
it
off
spread
the
out a
cliff.
little bit.
Yeah, you lost a
All
little
right,
bit.
hold on. Let me.
Don't.
Whoa!
Look at Echo
Oh
there.
my God.
Brand new bucket.
The old fastball. He's throwing fastballs out here.
Guys, back up. Back up.
Yeah.
Give me space.
Okay,
Give me
okay.
space.
Don't.
Yeah, I would ship
That
your
was
pants on that one, huh?
You hit something.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm
what.
not good. Oh, you're the one that does it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
it. Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, yep, yep.
That's where we're
This
at.
is fun. This
That's
is
where
a good
we're
time.
at.
Yeah.
We're all
Everybody's
doing
having a good
well.
old time
We're all
down
doing
here.
well.
Yeah.
We're all doing
We're
well.
fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. This is a week without power. We're fine. We're fine.
Everything is definitely fine.
It's fine.
She is rehearsing for a charity gala, whatever you want to call
You got
it. A
It's a gala
reporter.
gala. It's
Hey.
Gala Apples. It's a gala for Gala Apples.
Oh,
Gala
what a
Gala.
confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to the Gala Gala. We hosted the Gala Gala.
Yeah, we
It
did.
was a mess out there.
Yeah.
This is Brand wiping his head, going, "I'm tired. I'm hot and sweaty. I don't want to do business."
I only went for beer.
That's right.
didn't want you to bring it up.
The Gala Gala,
I didn't want
and
you to-
you are over here acting like you're too good to talk about.
It wasn't my best moment.
It wasn't. You're
I
right.
brought a lot of gala-themed jokes that
And the
I
Gala
expected,
Apple people
and they
are
didn't like it.
very serious about their
And it
apples.
wasn't about them.
That's
like
right.
it's not
No.
personal.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
you know, it was like a roast.
Yeah.
And they
You
didn't like
you
it.
said the Granny Smith joke. Granny Smith, who was there,
Oh,
got
all right.
She was
R.I.P.
pissed.
Obviously.
so R.I.P. Obviously. Yeah.
It's a shame what happened to her.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
We said we were gonna bring it up.
Well, the way you have to.
Yeah.
When
Her
you
fam-
bring
her-
up,
she still has people in her family
I
alive.
know, but the way it,
I had to hear about this.
pancakes.
Apple pancakes. That's crazy. At the end of this movie, she's just out punning the masses. She is just.
Well, once you get
she's
it.
a pun slinger. She's
Yeah.
just like.
Oh man, that was better than anything in this movie.
I mean, it's crazy out there. She's throwing punches, and
Hey, save pun for me.
The thing about puns is you have to use the word pun.
Yeah.
You can't do it with any other
the
word.
only way.
That's the thing
That's
that
my
I learned.
understanding.
And
And I just won $100,000. You
I just lost
300
three.
actually.
It's going. It's
If
going.
you're not first, you're last. You
That
lose
makes
300.
plenty of sense to me.
Well, I don't know.
Oh no, you
That's
gotta
a
leave.
lot.
Oh
Of,
man,
it's a
one
lot
too
of
many.
punny. Okay.
Dude, if you're not careful, you're gonna be the next Granny Smith. I'll say that much.
R.I.P. Obviously.
Pun caked.
Pun cake. That's the best one. Trancers, October 7th, 2024.
But this movie is after her participation in Tony Orlando and Dawn, who had a lot of hits. Okay, don't give me that face.
Oh, an
Take that-
amazing law firm. They never lose.
Take that face off your head. Tony Orlando and Dawn had huge hits in the 1970s, including Tie a Yellow Ribbon and Knock 3 Times. They were a big band.
Twice on the pipe.
Twice on the pipe. Thank you. And then they had a very popular variety show called Tony Orlando and Dawn. And in the same way that on the Sonny and Cher.
Sorry, go ahead. It's a
Thank you. Dunk, dunk, dunk means you'll meet me in the hallway.
Autumn at Apple Hill, October 8th, 2024. I just want to say this. I am on a boat and this movie's with me and we are floating just fine. And it doesn't need any help from me. It's going to be just fine without me. But luckily I'm along for the ride because this movie's fantastic.
What are you
I
talking about?
love you guys were doing this whole boat thing
water,
and
yeah.
carrying what
It wasn't
holding
a
water.
boat. He said he was going to put a duct tape
Duct taping a big leak.
like a leak.
Yeah,
Not
there's
on a
no
boat.
leak on the boat.
We didn't say anything about a boat.
I don't.
Neither one of us.
No, I brought it up.
Okay. You're on a boat and it doesn't need any help from you.
You
It's
see
doing
the
just fine.
waterfall
It's doing
coming,
just
you get in
fine.
your boat. Got
It doesn't need me
But
to.
we said what, and then I said, "What are you talking about?" And you said, "You guys were talking about a boat," and I wasn't talking about a boat. So
No
we're back
boat.
to you.
Yeah, so
but
I-
you are on a boat with this movie, and it is doing fine.
So
It
I
is.
brought up the boats.
You
I
sure did.
heard something about water, and my mind went to boat. All that to say, I love this movie.
Up in that regard.
Which
It wants
town
to-
would you be comfortable in?
me?
Yeah.
I'd be comfortable with either, but you know I love a small town.
I know
You do.
So that's my thing.
I was born in a small
It seems
town.
like
I don't have
you're
to go-
against the small town.
I
in
have
this case.
nothing against a big town,
It
and I
seems
want
like
that
you got
on
a
the
lot
record.
against a small town, which
Yeah.
would lead me to
I
believe
have,
that you
I have
have
a lot against handshake deals.
Okay.
I have a lot against
What if
handshake
they do
deals.
that in the
Seems
big
like
town,
you
though?
like big city.
I think in this regard, and I've already always said I have nothing against the big town, and in this regard, the big town is right.
Wow.
You got that? Clip?
Okay, let me ask you this: you die
Yeah.
in.
No, I won't. I will die in a small town.
How can you?
I don't know. This
okay,
is a
here's
promise.
the hypothetical.
This is a
You
promise.
don't want to. You don't want to go to a small town bank, so you go to the big city bank, and then you die.
I'll get to the small town before I die.
Okay.
They'll airlift me.
There's just no way for you to.
They
promise
will
that.
airlift me.
Is that your will?
At
Your
what
last
point does
will and
Greenville- at
testament?
what point
That
is-
sounds like a handshake deal that you have with the big city bank.
Exactly.
It
And I'm already
sure
mad at myself.
does.
Seems like you're calling kettles.
Yep.
Do you have anything else?
Tea drinker over there.
Did you have
Bry.
anything?
What? You know, really looking to get a celebrity endorser because just riding the wave of like the health, the nutrition, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example, big health guy now.
Yeah, Gold's
big-
Gym. Yes, of course.
He's also like mostly vegan, so
Yes.
he's very on board with
That's right.
like a very healthy lifestyle.
What's it called, Bry?
It's called Pulp You Up. And so really banking on this Arnie endorsement is what Jody's doing here.
And I understand we got a commercial.
We do.
Great, I love that.
Hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. You want a juice? Or do you just want the pulp goodness in a different drink? I'm here to pulp you up. So step right up. Get you a soda. Get you a water. Get you a beer, a brewski, a liquor drink, a vodka drink. I get knocked down, but when I get up again, I pulp you up.
I'm a slave for you.
Probably cut it right before the last part. Great. Yeah, the money's well spent there.
I will
I'd
say this.
say.
I was worried they didn't actually get Arnie, but they got him.
Yeah, sounds like he's in.
That was him.
They didn't get the real Britney Spears song, which again I don't understand
That's
the
right.
tie-in at all.
Can I tell you what it sounded like? It sounded like you
It did.
singing.
I know.
I'm a slave for you
It
at
did.
like a little slower tempo.
It did.
Maybe it was the tempo that made
And
it
to
sound
be clear,
different.
no, I.
Yeah.
No,
You're
you
watching
didn't have anything to do with Pulp You Up.
GTH. You
That's
know
right.
I didn't, but
That's right.
Maybe Arnold's like a one celebrity thing. Like he won't do it with
Rick, are
other
you there?
celebrities.
Rick?
Hello. Yep.
Rick, how are you,
I'm
buddy?
doing great. How about you?
Was that you in that?
I just am glad to be here on the show.
I know you do
don't
a
get
great-
to really come on anymore, and it's very nice.
I know
to
you
be
do
here.
a great Arnie.
I do an amazing Arnold, and I'm proud to do my Arnold whenever, and I would have loved to have booked that gig, but I
Yeah,
did
that's
not
not
book.
you.
No, that was Arnie. It was. I mean, you heard
Obviously.
it. It was clearly Arnie. I wish it was me. Could have used the cash
All right,
flow.
now that
but it is what it is.
now that we just heard some Arnie, do you mind like just doing?
I'll
maybe
hit
a
you
little
with it. I'll
something?
give you some
All
butter.
right,
You
I'll close
ready?
I'm ready.
So
Give me
here
some
we go.
butter.
Get to the shopper.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's uncanny, right?
That is crazy. And
Yeah.
you're saying that wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
I
I,
think you could
I
probably
do
sue.
some Arnie voice work. I do. He's going to be in Toy Story 5. I do his voice. in Toy Story
Wait
5.
a second.
Is he real?
Yeah, he's going to be blast off. It's a rocket. It goes to the moon and back.
Wonder what he says.
What
he
does he
says
say?
all kinds of stuff.
Like what?
He's got several catchphrases.
What's
I
his
can't give them away right now.
Give me one. Give me one.
To the moon with you,
Interesting.
cowboy.
It just keeps going.
I thought it
should
was
stop.
I
but
thought it
just
was
keeps
gonna.
going.
I thought it was gonna be something about pants.
Yeah.
That's on me. I thought maybe a
No,
phrase.
why would he talk? He's a
Rick's
he's a spaceship,
Yeah,
Brad.
yeah, yeah.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Are you kidding me right now?
All right.
Yeah,
I
Rick's
gotta
right
go.
here.
We got a big night tonight at Fitzy's.
What's going on tonight?
My pants.
A Sprinkle of Deceit, a Hannah Swenson mystery. October 9th, 2024.
Sprinkle of deceit. It's time for the way what? It's where we talk about what this movie make go way what.
Make go, wait, what?
Make go.
Where you go, make what, wait, what?
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
You a good boy?
You a good boy?
You got any way whats?
Sure
All
do.
right, good boy. Christmas preview number 1, October 10th, 2024. I will start with you, Brian. Brian, 1 out of 5.
Good.
Peppermint
Yep.
Mothers.
Yeah, they spelled Brian wrong, but
They're doing the best that they can.
Yeah. I'm taking the bait. I am creaming this movie.
No,
for
you are
the full
not.
season.
Gosh,
I'm
man.
doing it.
The self-control
I am
and self-respect for once in your life.
No, not this year.
Couldn't even wait till we got the wrapping paper off of this preview episode.
Boy, that felt good to cream.
Just busting into his creams. It's unbelievable.
This is
Look at Jax.
a strong kickoff.
Jax is beat red. She's beat red.
Brian said, "Boy, that felt good to cream," and Jax was like, "I have to leave."
HR?
This HR's locked up for this one. HR is not allowed in this. Talk about a strong opening. Are you kidding me?
strong opening.
The Christmas Olympics sounds like a lot of fun.
Christmas Olympics?
Amy Grinning,
I'm so excited.
Amy
I'm
Grinning
Brian.
from Santa Summit last year. I think.
Katie Finley has been the lead in 2 Hallmark
this a
movies.
sleeper?
It was a sleeper until I realized everyone
was awake. They were wide awake.
Katie Finley has been the lead in 2 Hallmark movies. Hallmark's made 860 some movies since the year 2000. Both of those movies are in the top 35 movies Hallmark has ever made. I don't know much about Jordan Fisher. I don't. I know very little about him. I looked at his IMDb page. I had seen like 2 things he was in. I'm sure he's wonderful. Until Katie Finley misses, you just trust she's not going to miss. 5 and a cream.
Whoa!
Let's go, Dan.
Whoa.
Dan like the preview.
5 and a cream.
Dan like the preview.
Dan likes the idea of the movie.
That's right.
The stakes are so high today.
So high.
They're so high.
Bran, since I already read the synopsis of the next one, may I go to the restroom while you read it?
Go.
I'll allow
Thank you
that.
so much.
I'll pass.
If anybody else needs to do that, it's okay. But we can't stop. My Alex Santos, plus a cameo appearance of Kinsey's Office co-star Brian Baumgart.
How much do you think that cameo cost them? Was it like 100 or 24-hour delivery?
Yeah, what
or-
do his cameos go for? If somebody could look that up, that'd be
Well,
wonderful.
if you're on The Office, that's like it goes up. You know?
He made
Yeah.
like $1 million off of that.
He made $1 million on Cameo.
Yeah. Rick Dilby's still trying to get his up and running. So,
Rick, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Really quickly, I know you give people really quickly what like a little preview of what they would get if they purchased a Rick Dilby cameo.
Oh, Rick Dilby cameo. Hear me out.
Okay, this is for Janice, who is getting this for her sister Ramona for her birthday.
Janice, how's it going? Shut up back there. Hey, I'm doing a cameo. You gotta calm it down in the back. You can't fry those right now. Janice, I'm really sorry. Ramona, I hear you're real sweet. If you could shut up now. There's one fryer and there's one cameo room and they're right next door to each other and I got it booked. Look at the clipboard. Look at the clipboard.
So Seti Rose is a quirky family matriarch who enters her town's annual holiday letter writing contest but needs help. What does that mean?
It's a 0. Let's move on.
So she hires struggling novelist Juan.
Happy birthday, Ramona. Janice loves you so much. That's what you need to know.
To catch the perfect letter.
We don't even fry fish on Tuesdays.
When a mix-up leads to a rumor that Juan... I am going to go with 5. Yeah. And I'm creaming this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, of course.
So this is an easy cream because
yes,
we've seen Aaron Krako in many movies, and I always talk about how nobody is able to do the thing
That's
like Aaron
right.
Krako in regards to like I am falling for you.
We're doing it.
She doesn't only get to do that with Daniel Lissing, which is going to be amazing. She's going to do it with 4 guys total. It's going to be nonstop oogly eyes, and it's going to be amazing. 5 mochas and a cream.
Brandon Gray has never been more right about anything in his life than this. This is the easiest cream so far by a mile. Aaron Krako, no one seems overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. It got away from me. I apologize.
How dare you?
We don't blame you.
Aurora Tea Garden Mysteries, A Lesson in Murder. October 11th, 2024.
A pizza cutter as a weapon. I've worked with a pizza cutter for a long time.
Listen, that is the dumbest thing.
The worst weapon maybe possible.
It wasn't the big, ginormous pizza cutter that they use at those establishments. That would work. But a blade that has been dulled by cutting dough over and over again, that rolls if you press, is not a murder weapon.
It doesn't slice, it just moves.
It just moves.
Let's test it out. Bring it in.
Yeah, bring it on,
the
Seth.
big pizza
Come on
cutter.
in, buddy.
We need you, Seth.
Like, I literally couldn't believe that anyone would be if somebody puts that to your neck, immediately fight back.
Oh,
immediately
100%.
fight back.
100%.
It was one of the dumbest things that there's knives in that establishment.
Yes.
It's a restaurant.
The heavy stuff, anything.
A pizza cutter.
It was so
an
funny.
old in your pantry. We need a new one. Pizza cutter, not a
Maybe
restaurant.
Cal brought one from the store. He bought a new one. He was like, "Let's
fresh off the shelf."
He loves a theme. He's
All
like,
I
"We're
know
gonna
is-
be in the pizza place."
When we make homemade pizza at home and I use one of those, I'm always like, we need a new pizza cutter.
You're going like back and forth
This
a few
isn't cutting
times.
through dough. It's not cutting through dough. I just
no, pathetic.
That was one of the toughest parts of this movie. Was my man shouldn't be admitting he's done anything wrong. He's giving away all the info and he's holding someone at pizza cutter point.
Yeah, not a weapon.
Oh,
Chicken Sisters season 1 episode 5 October 12th 2024.
But did you guys get diarrhea last week?
no, I did. Did you?
No more than normal.
Well,
You know, listen, we all risk it for what we eat. Don't
I
we?
don't think so.
Okay, it's just me.
It's not me.
All right.
You may have an allergy or a problem that you need to get checked
no,
out.
100%. 100%.
Bran, I don't think I've ever related to anything you've ever said more because same.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I never know what the week's
so
gonna
there's
be.
times I can't believe we're doing this, but that's fine. There's times that you know that something you eat is going to give you diarrhea, and you're like, "YOLO, let's do it."
Almost every day.
What a life to live!
I'm gonna say what's actually different for me than Bran is it could be anything. It's a surprise. If I could figure it out, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but also a lot of people when they travel, their stomach gets upset.
Yeah.
Just by the difference of food. But what Brandon is saying is he just rolls into every day going, come what may, neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor liquid poops. He's going to do what he's going to do. And that is something
That's
to,
right.
to commit to.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm not confounded by that. I'm proud of you as a human being.
Thank you.
Did they have shredded lettuce? Beverly, the whole email just says Beverly above the Resterly. I don't know anything else about it. That's all I have about Beverly here in front of me right now. Do you have anything?
I don't
there?
have anything.
You don't have
No.
anything?
No.
All right, shout. What was that?
No, no, you're getting it all wrong. You're getting it all wrong.
I'm getting it all wrong?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's beevenly.
Beevenly. It says Beverly. No, I'm looking closer now. It says B-E-V-E-N.
You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb skull.
Beevenly?
But I want it on the record. I want it on the record. I want it on the record.
Is better than the Resterly?
Yes.
Okay.
That's true. But say her name with respect. You're out here. You're calling for chicken of the week. I sent an email. You get the name wrong.
Beevenly. I don't know why I thought it was Beverly. I'm sorry.
You're
It was
dumb.
an N, not an R.
You're
Nothing I can do about it.
She's a good chicken. is
She's
what
a
I'm
good
trying to say.
chicken. She's better than the rest of her.
She's 1430. She's 1430 years old. So that's where we're at.
She's 1430.
Sorry, 14 going on 30.
She's. I hate that. Chicken Sisters Ep 6, October 12th, 2024.
I don't mind the Neils. I get them in my forehead for Botox, and I'm
Sure.
fine with it. But I don't need. I don't know.
I don't like. Why are you getting Botox so young
Yeah,
though?
at
That's the thing I
26
don't
years old.
understand.
It's preventative.
Unbelievable.
It's preventative.
Botox.
Really?
So I'm lying
Yeah.
actually, by the
Yeah,
way.
really good.
Really good, a little stiff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they were tight though.
Yeah,
they
they
were
were.
tight, man.
They were.
Oh my gosh.
exactly. I mean, come on. And wait, I do actually have two
Encore, though,
other
got a little
little
droopy.
ones. Oh, sorry.
Encore does
Wait,
get
what?
a little
By the
drippy.
time the encore happened, they were a little droopy, a little bit like out of
Mine
this
were?
segment.
No, the bands.
Oh.
The
Preventative
bands that we
Botox.
made up. A lot like the coal miners, Jax.
Yes, we're talking about your Botox in
Jack
front
still
of you.
thinks Chicken of the Week's a real segment, so we're doing our best.
Hey, Fred.
That's right.
That's right. We did, everybody. Congratulations.
Yeah, we did.
It's time for Chicken of the Week. It's
Yeah,
where
it
somebody
is.
emails in and lets us know of a chicken that they would like to, shout out or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Who do we have today?
We have Corletta, and all I have here is Corletta. Her eggs is better.
That's right. That's right. Her eggs are better.
They are?
They are, yes,
Who
sir.
is this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Eugene.
Eugene.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people, let me just shut you off there. A lot of people talk about me and they say, Eugene, he is so high on these eggs. What's he talking about? These eggs can't possibly be better than everybody else's eggs. And here's what I need you to know.
Everybody else's bakes?
Eggs. And here's what I need you to know. I have been to every single continent.
You've been to Antarctica?
Yes.
Wow.
I have been to all of the top 100 farms on this country and every
country.
And I need you to know,
Eugene,
I haven't. Shut it,
Eugene.
I haven't.
Eugene.
Please stop. I
Eugene.
haven't tried every egg. That'd be impossible. I've tried more eggs than anyone else in the world. I hold the Guinness books, and I need you to know my eggs are better. Colette's eggs are better than the rest. Corletta's
eggs. Okay, there's so much there, Eugene. But
I don't have a lot of time.
You said you've been to every country.
Yes.
In the world.
That's not what I said.
Yes.
In what way did I say that?
Jax, the second time, didn't he say country?
You know, I was so charmed
Thank
you,
by
Jax.
you,
Oh
Eugene,
my
that I
God.
actually wasn't taking in the content of what you were saying.
nice.
But your love for Corletta comes through.
Dynamite
Corletta?
drop-in, Jax.
No one's
Thank you
done as
so
much work as me.
for nothing.
It's not without tries. It's not without tries. I've been to a lot of places. I've eaten more. I hold the Guinness.
You hold, but do you have a record in the Guinness Book of World Records, or do you just hold in your hand the Guinness World Record book?
Okay. I knew one day this would come back to bite me. I'm not in it yet. I'm not. I've been saying it for a long time that I hold.
You're starting to sound a little more like Trace.
That I hold Guinness book in my hands. But no, I'm not in it yet. But they won't
Do you
take
have
my
any
calls.
other? Do you have any other? Do you have any other chickens that
No.
aren't Corletta? Just Corletta.
Yes.
Okay, and her eggs is better.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much, Eugene.
God bless.
Yeah.
We did everybody.
Krampus, October 14th, 2024. We've done it.
Oh,
You stay out of this.
another year in the
Alonzo,
books.
You stay out
Why
of it.
am I staying out of this?
Alonzo, we've done it. We've made it. It's finally here. The week of Christmas.
But while
Hot
I also
Shot.
done it, I've done it too.
Yeah, but you don't appreciate it like Alonzo and I do. Alonzo, we've done it.
What
It's
you're
just
saying
happening.
is I'm not
It's
in
our-
the Cool Christmas Club?
You're not in the Cool Christmas Club. I know that
Wow.
hurts you to your core.
Well, it goes against everything you believe in about Christmas clubs and Christmas, but that's fine.
I'd
Leave
love
me
for you
out.
to be in it, but
Leave
you
me out.
bring
No,
the- you bring
I'm
the
here.
vi-
I'm
you
trying.
bring it
I said I
down.
did it too.
You've made it a point to exclude yourself from saying
how
Daniel,
dare
so you
you. How
can't you
dare
can't
you.
come running
Okay,
around
let me
now
ask you
trying to be
this.
all in.
Do you think Christmas movies starting this weekend's too early?
Yeah. But am I still
I mean,
going to.
what are we to do with that, Alonzo? We did
Out.
it, Alonzo.
Out.
We made it.
I'm being excluded by Brandon Gray and Alonzo Duralde, and I just want that on the record.
Well,
I'm here for it. I'm here.
Are
Let's
you?
do this
You
thing.
had ample opportunity, and
Yeah,
you
you're not here
rejected it
according-
at every turn.
according to
So
Philo,
you don't
according
come
to-
crying now.
That's right. According to
Brand-
Philo.tv/DTH,
Alonzo-
you're not here. It's just me. It's just me and
Alonzo
Alonzo.
said,
There's going to be some baking, maybe even baking
even.
something that's featured in our book. I'll Be Home for Christmas
maybe
movies.
even Save the Town brownies.
Maybe even.
Gosh, if you
Are
don't
they-
tease me with a good time.
Are you going to make them special brownies?
I don't know what the current laws are for South Carolina, so
Maybe even
It's-
not illegal to possess, but illegal to buy and distribute.
If you enter the state with it, there's nothing they can do.
I don't know.
maybe I need to shop for very expensive butter. I don't know.
Oh my.
Whole
And a
thing,
lot
yeah.
of people think that we've added more people to the Deck the Hallmark family because we want to like offer more voices, differing opinions.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with that. This is purely strategic
It's
on
just so
our
we can
part,
sleep some during the
so that we
marathon.
could sleep a little bit during the overnight marathons.
Shifts.
That first one was tough.
The
That
first one was-
tough.
I gotta be
It was
honest.
just me, you, Panda, nowhere to hide.
That was 2019. I was 36 years old. I don't think at 41 I could do it. I honestly, I went home and was just, it was like I'd been hit by a bus. That was brutal. That was a really tough.
And you guys were unplugging the mics with your roller chairs. It was a whole thing. It was. And I think I need a rematch of Hallmark Channel trivia or Hallmark Channel Monopoly, since I was
Well, you were
trouncing
losing.
you guys
Yeah,
when the
I was
thing
about
ended.
to round
you
the
know.
corner to
There's
where everybody
really
else.
no way
There's
to
no
prove.
way to tell. There's
no way for you to prove
What you're
that.
saying now is anyone with less money than you in real life should quit. That's what you're saying right now, Alonzo.
I'm just saying that's what the rules of the game say. Like I didn't invent.
I
this.
still think one of my favorite things ever is socialist Alonzo Duralde being cutthroat at Monopoly. It's like,
Well, that and the idea that Hallmark Channel has a monopoly tie-in, so you win by being the villain in a Hallmark
Talk
movie
about
and
saying the
buying up
quiet
the
stuff out
bookstore
loud.
and the coffee shop. You know,
talk about saying the quiet stuff out loud. Hallmark releasing a Monopoly board. That is. Oh man.
think it through, you guys. And yet, where is my Hallmark mystery clue? Like that just seems to me they're leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
They
Stinks.
sure are. They sure are. Krampus, the anti-Santa who punishes those who lose their Christmas spirit. Dan was saying he's coming for me. I say no, sir.
Yeah.
You heard about your tree.
I know. He's like, you can't do that.
Is that Arnold?
Yeah, it is. Rig, how was that, Arnold?
I would say 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah, how do you
on the cards? Partly cloudy.
teach me
Get some
something?
meatballs.
How would I say it?
Get to the. The key is to the's one word. To the. Chopper. Yeah, you're getting there.
Thanks, Rig.
Haunted Wedding, October 15th, 2024.
This is probably number 3.
Bran
of
has
those.
lost his ever-loving mind. This is easily one of the best movies of the year. I love this movie. This movie's great.
Dan loved the movie.
Like, it's great.
Dan loved the movie.
This movie.
Well, it's named after her 6 favorite beans, which is beans, 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 beans. Is the store.
Beans.
Yeah, it's
beans,
named
beans?
after black beans, the baked beans, garbanzo beans, lima beans.
Why'd she
Green-
pick 6?
These are just the top 6, the big 6, if you
The
will.
store is named the word beans 6 times.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of like zany like play on words or way that it's brought to the people where you see
Well, you have
it?
to. You need a code word to get in, and I haven't figured it. That's something I can't find. It has
really?
to be like a pun, like a bean pun.
I am so far out at sea
Sarah
here,
is
Bri.
just doing it, man.
Yeah.
Beans are important to her. She doesn't want anybody who like doesn't truly care about beans to get in. So
What about human beings?
no, that's not one of the top 6, unfortunately,
not.
Dan.
Yeah, none of
Sorry.
them
And refried beans also not on the list, so don't even try.
Don't even think about it.
Hey,
how y'all doing? Welcome to Beans, 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 Beans. I'm Daryl.
That was 7 beans, Daryl.
You want beans? Better have a code. Not just going to let you in here to buy my beans. Beans, 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 beans.
Beans.
Come on down, maybe if you have a code.
1-800
Beans, 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 beans.
Well, she d-
Curious Caterer, whatever one it is, October 16th, 2024.
Yeah, you know.
I always know when the preview
I know you're
episodes
locked
air.
in. You have
Yes.
access to the spreadsheet, and you go to it daily.
Daily.
You go to the spreadsheet
I'm a
daily.
daily
Oh, he's like
spreadsheet
anonymous
user.
raccoon in that
He
thing.
loves it.
all the time.
He loves
Yep.
it. Morning, noon, night. He's looking.
Dude.
A lot of people spend time in their Bibles.
Every day I'm spreadsheeting.
That's right.
My
Some-
quiet time's in the sheets. You know what I mean? Shout out.
Your focus time too.
Amen. That's right. Amen. 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 For every dollar raised, we will eat 1 curd.
Do
You're
not
gonna do this again, huh?
Do not do it. Don't do it,
Hot
Brandon.
puke face.
We have a lot more
We
people
raised
involved.
$11,000 last year. We cannot eat 11,000 curds.
Divided by 7, 8, 9, 12
Yes.
people. That's only 1,000 curds a person.
When Brand,
how about-
got us into the cookie fiasco, I knew how many cookies I could eat, and I knew we were fine.
How many
this
curds
is
were
not fine.
What did we just eat?
How about every 100?
50?
Every $100,
One
one
curd?
curd.
That would be 100 and...
Come on, math boy.
Let's see. If we raise $11,000,
Yep. Carry the 2. Don't
we'd
forget
only be
that.
eating 110 curds,
That
which is
doesn't
what I thought. That's
feel-
nothing.
That's nothing.
We just did
Yeah.
that now.
I think we may
Yeah, I
have
think we did
gotten
that just
pretty
now.
close.
How about every
No.
$10?
Okay.
Every $10 a curd.
That's 1,000.
You're in on this.
You've
We are
gotten
doing
on
it.
board.
We are doing it.
What's 1,100 curds? That's a little much.
Over 2 days? Between 12 people?
How many are you eating, Bri? You
I'll
want
eat-
to
I'll eat a-
listen?
I'll eat a
Listen
quarter
here,
of those
Mister. I'm
curds.
hanging off of carbs and drinking shakes.
This
you
isn't
tell
a-
me how many you're in for.
Those aren't meat.
Because if I'm sitting here eating 800 curds when Brand throws
man.
up after 200,
800 seems like a lot. I
It's a
could
lot.
eat probably 300 curds.
There's no body and no body that is better
Body.
with the cheese and dairy than I am. So this isn't
You're
going
our-
to be a problem.
you're leading the
for
flock
me.
I got
on this
every
one.
$20 raise. If we raised 11,000, that would be 550 curds, and I think that is doable but tough.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I don't know why we would add it. We have all kinds of incentives. It's a bad idea.
Do people even want it?
No, nobody wants it.
You don't think so?
Yeah, maybe they'll listen to this episode.
Let's do it anyway.
It's a bad idea.
Let's do it anyway.
We cannot do this.
See what
Well-
Michael Killen thinks.
We'll eat. Shout out, Michael. We'll be eating the curds regardless.
Yeah.
Why put a number on it?
Yeah.
You know.
We might
Why-
go through 500.
why
regardless.
Why
limit
limit
ourselves?
ourselves at 550? Exactly.
That's right. How about you not tie curds to dollars? Well,
It's the only way to do it.
that's the only way I understand.
Donuts to dollars and curds to dollars is how.
It's a bad idea. We're not doing it.
Last but not least, Andrew Walker. Love him so much. At one point, he asked for a second pastry. As if
Not on
Andrew
your
Walker,
life, bro.
Andrew Walker's
Never.
never asked for a second pastry in his life.
No.
In his life. But to show you how good of an actor he is, I believed him for a split second. And then I remembered, hold on a second.
Yeah, I know this guy.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
He gotcha.
Got him. Dano?
Yeah, in the background of Andrew Walker's office is a flag, American flag, folded in a triangle that they give
This
to
land
the
is your land. This land is
Yeah.
my land. It's wrong show.
Yeah, wrong show, believe it or not. Christmas preview number 2, October 17th, 2024.
Ryan, buddy.
Yeah, Air. Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2 creams left, bud.
Can we talk about this real quick?
We can.
No, I know, but it's
Ryan,
late.
you
But
have-
real
you
quick.
have- you have 10 seconds to say whatever you want to say before we say no. Go.
Can I rescind my cream on the Christmas charade?
You may not. That was
It
less
was
than
a
10 seconds.
premature
4, 6,
cream,
5,
and I just
4,
think we should
3,
really
2,
I was excited.
And we're done.
Okay.
I was so
Premature
excited. I was so
cream.
scared.
Ryan, it
I
happens.
can hear you.
It
Listen,
happens to everyone.
A premature
Thanks,
cream
Alonzo.
is.
We're all getting excited this time of year. We do. There's nothing we can do about that. A premature cream happens.
It just feels like it's the first time I've done it, and you'd want it to be a positive experience.
Of
I
course.
like. Okay.
I understand this is your
we all
first time
want that.
pre-
I don't wait, Ryan. I don't think this is your first time for a premature cream.
Jax! That was really funny.
Wow.
You're kind of mean.
Wow. Wow.
But also
And
pretty
That was great.
scene.
pretty obvious.
Okay, how about we start the show here?
This one is called To Have and To Holiday. That's a good title.
Okay,
I
all
like
right.
that one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. On a Hallmark channel, November 24th at 8 p.m. It's starring Madeline, Arthur, Robert Bazzucci.
It's not Bazzucci.
It looks
It's
like
a lot of things, but it's not
looks like
Bazzucci.
Bazzucci.
Do we got any Bazzucci bubblegum out there?
Bazzucci Joe is actually
so
his
good.
Italian
Bazzacci?
friend. Hey, I'm Bazzucci
Bobby
Joe. Hey.
Bazzacchi. I think it's Bazzacchi.
Bazzacchi would be
Okay,
my
I
guess.
would've
Or
gotten there.
Bazzacchi.
If I had 5 chances, I would have gotten there.
Bazooki.
And
By accident,
I
you
gotta
would've
be
gotten
honest.
there.
I was Eric that close. Eric Close is the last person.
Yeah.
Is what I was trying. I was trying
That
to
Bazooki
was
Joe.
really good.
It's Bazooki.
Literally, when the schedule came out, I wrote down Stream Cream for
Wow.
this one. And now I'm starting to rethink it because of how many people have used their Stream Creams. But I want Cindy Busby to be in a good movie so bad. I want it more than I want most things on this network. And so
It's a
Jake
Johnson
Epstein-
movie.
Is it?
It is.
But without a national park, unless that's where the cabin
They're at
is.
a
Who can
the
say?
cabin.
And we got Cherry Lanes coming up.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Girl,
Do what you want. I just thought you wanted to know the whole.
one mocha, no cream. One mocha. One mocha, no cream. Yeah. One mocha, no cream. One mocha, no cream. I've come to my senses. I didn't know it was a Big Johnson joint. Now I know.
It's the first time the mention of a Big Johnson has gotten rid of a cream in this way. It's very interesting. It's time for Jax. She's gone. Alonzo.
I was on the fence, but
Oh,
Barbara
what?
Neven.
We'll get you
Hold on.
back. We'll get you
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna go to Alonzo real quick.
Jax has up her white
No,
power
you're still there. Just give
screensaver.
us a second. Alonzo, you go first.
Sure. This seems like somebody heard you guys do the review of whatever the movie was where the Jewish guy comes home for Christmas and doesn't know anything about Christmas. Like he's hearing about all of it for the first time as a 30-year-old man. So the idea of a Jewish woman who digs Christmas but has never actually celebrated Christmas, I think is a fun idea. I think Rena has my back on this one. And I do love me a Barbara Niven. Like, can we put the Oy vey apron on her, like from that other stupid movie? That would be great. I'm gonna say 3.5. I have confidence that this is a Hanukkah versus Christmas movie that understands how ludicrous it is and is going to play with that.
Wonderful, Jax. I think we have you.
Jax, whenever you're ready.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you bet.
Oh shoot, no, I am ready.
You're on a heavy delay now. I think you moved rooms.
2 peppermint mochas.
Thank you.
Jax, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, Jax, go ahead.
Two peppermint mochas.
All right, Jax, whenever you're ready.
2 peppermint
Got
mochas.
it.
Hey, Brad, you ready for the Leah take?
I'm gonna try the bathroom.
Jax, whenever
2 peppermint mochas.
Honk, honk.
I promise we'll hear from Jax soon.
2
We're gonna
peppermint.
go. We're gonna
2
go.
peppermint mochas. Let's try the bathroom. Let's try the bathroom. Let's try the bathroom. 2 peppermint mochas.
It's 2 peppermint mochas. Is it 2?
2 peppermint mochas.
Jax, Leia's perfect gift. What do you got?
2. Is it better in here?
We gotta get to Leah's. So if we get any time now.
Yeah.
Is it better in here?
All right. Yeah. Try. Say it now. What do you got? What do you got?
2 peppermint mocha.
I'm gonna go with 4.
I cannot hear you, but we're gonna put you down for 2.
We're gonna put you down for 2.
The standard 2.
We'll do standard 2.
We have a new shirt.
I'm going 4. I'm gonna go 4 peppermint mochas.
So you're doing Jax's rating times 2.
I'm doing Jax times 2. Yes. Yes. Dan?
What a time to be alive.
Oh, wow.
What a time that was.
So much fun to be had there.
Yeah,
and
man.
The good news is, Dan, is we're just about to head into the holiday season.
That's where the fun really gets going.
That's
where
exactly
most of
right.
you start listening.
So come on back next week for the 3rd episode of the Best of Year 7. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for continuing to listen to the show. The fact that we're still doing this, Dan, it's really,
I mean, come on.
It's really a miracle.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your continued support. Come on back for another one next time. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.